Keyquicks just subscribed for 6 months.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Tomato Sauce stream. Today we're going to be playing some Wyrms because we have a new box. The new box has been shaky. I think for the most part people agree it's not a particularly strong box, and most of the decks in it aren't particularly very good, but they are kind of fun. We had a lot of fun playing Buster Blader, we've had a lot of fun playing Vulcan, so hopefully Plants and Wyrms will follow suit, and even if they're not going to be top tier meta decks, we still can take games off of those decks, just not very often. And if a deck's still just fun, it at least is a good foundation to build off of, and if we do expect to see future products supporting these archetypes in the future, then, you know, having a good foundation is very, very important. And if we do get a super mini sooner rather than later to bolster these strategies, maybe there is something there. But who have we got in today? We have the Dr. Alex, welcome, welcome. We have Sakadetsu. Hello there, Mr. Tomato. Hello there, Sakadetsu. We have Dragson with the Rush Dig. We have Quicks with the resubscription. 6 months. Have we really been streaming for 6 months? Time flies. I guess that means it's about 6 months since Rush came out, I guess. And then we have, let's try and pronounce this, Sayazan. We're going to go with one of those. Hello, just returned to Duel Links after 3 years. And wow, there's a lot of changes. I can't even remember where we were at 3 years ago in Duel Links. I did, to be fair, I did stop playing Duel Links when the EX structure deck started getting a bit nutty. And I was like, this is getting a little bit pay to win for my taste. And now I buy all the structure decks for Rush anyway, so I'm just a hypocrite. But I had a fantastic time, like, in the pre-EX structure deck era. Again, I don't know what even summoning mechanic we were on 3 years ago. Maybe Synchro, maybe Xyz, who even knows. Then we have Card Fighter. Hello there, Card Fighter. Welcome, welcome on in. So yeah, the plan today is just going to quite simply be play some Wyrms. There's not really much more to say. We got some Wyrm cards. We've stuck them all into a deck. We're going to be using the Maximum Excavator skill because it seems like potentially the best on paper. It's okay. The big question mark about this skill is always going to be the 10 or less cards in your deck part, but we'll wait and see how that goes. We're just going to jump into some games. We're just going to see how the deck performs. Now, again, we should stress, this deck is it's more than likely not going to be very good. But we're not trying to win every game. We're trying to see what we can get out of it, if it's going to be fun, if it's going to be necessarily like enjoyable, if it's got any kind of redeeming quality. We'll have to see what we've got. We're against a rower, so this rower could be Hammer Crush Deal, but more likely is going to be Royal Rebels. And Royal Rebels is actually going to be a bit of an awkward matchup for us, I think. Oh, that's another negative here. We are playing multiple Peaks of Blistopia, which means we will sometimes get hands like this. So, I think we basically have to just chill. The question is, do we want to keep a Peaks in hand? I think we are going to get a little bit greedy and keep a Peaks in hand. Now, arguably, this is not the right play, but we're just going to see how it goes. We have to kind of get a feel for it. In general, in Rush, if you do see multiple field spells, it does get a little bit awkward because there aren't that many ways to get field spells back from the graveyard. Oh, this is just aggro, okay. I don't know if that's better or worse for us. Royal Rebels would kill us slower, so there's that, but also... Oh, if he pops our field spell, actually, that would be fantastic. He's not going to. Blue Eyes Brights. This is going to be, what, free to play, I'm guessing? Hello, Griffin Blaze. Welcome, welcome on in. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Okay, we're going to lose to, like, free to play Hammer Crush Blue Eyes, I think. I think that's what's going to happen right now. Let's see what he does. Even if he summons Dragius now, it's not the end of the world. We'll see what happens. Free to play, one of my people. Well, it's one of those... I don't know if I would necessarily say free to play, even though I'm the one that's been saying it. I would say this is like... This is very low gem spent. Right? This is like... I'm just got a... This looks like my speed accounts deck. We are so close to having a maximum. Actually, we can just have a maximum, right? If we do this... Right, so that doesn't trigger it. Right, let's read the skill real quick. So, if you have activated Peaks of Blistopia this turn, you can also add level 3 to your hand. So, the other part of the skill is that we have to choose one face-up monster on our field. So, if I flip this up, can I do this now and get back the other piece is the question. Let's see if it works. This is a thought experiment. We're going to boost this. And then we can add the card because we did activate this turn. So we can now just put this back in our hand. Then we can maximum Shogun into the Wyrm Excavator. Very excited to see this guy come down. So we can use his effect. And that will let us pop a back row by placing a card from our graveyard on the bottom of our deck. So we'll go ahead and pop this back. Then we're going to go ahead and pop this. Then we'll get to draw a card. We'll set a back row, go to battle, and then just beat over this Blue Eyes White Dragon. Because what even is a Blue Eyes White Dragon? Blue Eyes White Dragon in 2024? Come on, man. It's all about the Wyrm Excavator Heavy Cavalry Draco. 4,800 is so big. Even if he uses Talismanic Seal Array on this, it goes down to 28. Now, he still can beat 28. He's playing Blue Eyes. No, he had the out. Oh, that's so sad. We've already used our skill, so we can't recover another piece. Right. That was basically the only out he had. It was that or nothing, really. He is playing Hammer Crush, but we're not wasting Negate Attack on 2,000 damage. Alright, if we can get our hands on another level 3... well, there's the maximum again. Okay, Monster Reincarnation. Yeah, we'll just discard... I mean, we're probably discarding Piece of Blistopia here, right? Which piece do we not have? We don't have the head. We'll grab that back. Oh, this is very funny. Come forth again, my maximum! Barrel Dragon also clears the Excavator. That is a very good point, but he has to be on Barrel Dragon. We don't know if he is on Barrel Dragon. But he could be on Barrel Dragon. Yeah, we'll just get a Battle Phase. And we will just... it doesn't really make much difference. We're swinging at this. Yeah. Our deck is quite big right now. So we're not going to get that piercing for a little while, unfortunately. Blue Eyes Bright Dragon counter it if you have the legendary field. Does it pop any monster though, or does it have a restriction? One face at level 8 or lower monster. Yeah, I thought it did. So yeah, he cannot pop it with Blue Eyes Bright. Fortunately for us. Not so much fortunately for him. But he has got plenty of time to wait. So now, I guess we'll go ahead and activate this effect. The problem is, if we do this, we can start getting through his back row. But, like, does that even actually help us? Because, like, we'll put a card from our hand to, or from our graveyard on the bottom of our deck, and then we'll draw a card. So the number of cards in our deck isn't going to change. It gives him more chances to draw into and out. Even killing his monsters, I don't actually think is necessarily worth it. I think do we just straight up pass? I'm actually thinking that might be the play. I think we just wait until we draw 5 cards. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Hello, Duke. Welcome on in. Return Monster Reincarnation. That is a good shout. We should probably do that, realistically. It being in our graveyard ain't doing nothing for us. Kind of funny how the maximum is counterproductive to the skill. It's not inherently counterproductive, right? Because we're changing the number of cards on our deck to be nothing, right? That was a horrible sentence. We're not changing the number of cards in our deck. I pop my buffered slime, you jerk. But like, it's not hurting our deck, it's just not helping, right? Right, Talisman, he needs double Talismanic Seal Array, and to hit our back row for this not to die. Because again, even TSA does not out this maximum. It's going to put me down to 31. This duel was fun to watch. We might still lose this yet. We are definitely not in the clear yet. Let's see what he does. Okay, we've started with it. There's no way we end on that, right? Okay, so Bright Dragon comes down. He's still not actually strong enough. So he could use Speedy Performer or Light Sorcerer of Sanctity, some sort of effect like that. Kyberman. Okay, are we going to use the Kyberman? We summon out the Soul Drake, so we're going to summon out a regular Blue Eyes again, or we could summon out another Blue Eyes Bright. Regular Blue Eyes comes down. We're still fine. We're still fine. The second TSA! Oh! Now, we are completely fine because he hit the wrong back row. But even if he had hit the right back row, he still would have lived the turn. And this deck is still quite bad at dealing with set 3 pass. What was his other boss monsters? He had something else in there. Behold, negate attack! And there is the scoop! And that's all it takes. Okay. I mean, we're saving that replay. That game was so much fun. Oh, I feel sorry for him. But, you know, it happens. It happens. Alright, well, that's a good way to start the day. All things considered, his deck... I don't think he was actually playing, like, free-to-play. No, he wasn't. This was, like, whale Blue Eyes, but he's playing so many spell traps. How do you not brick on this list? I suppose the main thing is he's playing Hammer Crush Deal, so he doesn't have to play the Tauners. So he doesn't want to play too many Tribute Monsters. He basically gets to play 3 less Tribute Monsters playing this way. But how does this deck beat set 3 pass? There is no piercing, there is no multi-attack, there is no destroying face-down cards. So this deck just auto-loses to set 3 pass is the only problem with Oh no, yes, that was fun. Congrats, thank you. Heart of the cards. That was pay to lose. No need to heart of the card. It's the sort of thing where I respect this kind of deck building, where you've seen Blue Eyes' weakness is that it has too many high-level monsters in it. So we've deviated from that, and that makes sense to me. What doesn't make sense is that we've deviated into a way where we're going to brick a ton, and where we don't have a way to beat set 3 pass. Because at least Torna beats set 3 pass, right? Only draws and skills. Alright. Let's see what our next opponent is. Basically, we're going to have a really fun time until we queue into, like, a good deck. The second we go into Machines, or Cyburst, or Royal Rebels, or, I mean, probably Magnum Overlord's going to beat the crap out of us. As soon as we run into one of those decks, things are going to go downhill. The idea is there, just the list might need some workshopping. Yeah, it's one of those things where as soon as well you see 12 spell traps, I'm just like, how are we just not bricking every game with this? Okay. So we have some of a maximum. The question is, are we going to set pieces of our maximum? I think we are, right? Realistically, we can't just sit here and hoard maximum pieces. We set the L piece because we've already used 2 of our R's effectively, so we have more L's in decks, so we have a high chance to draw them. Excellent, a Barrel Dragon, no! Oh, we're getting sacked, boys. We're getting sacked. This is not looking good. Oh, the triple heads! Okay, we're losing a lot of life points here. Oh, no, he's set. Okay, we're losing no life points. Okay, we still have to deal with this, but he's kept 3 cards in hand, which means unless he's got like a very good hand and he's set up to deal with us next turn. Oh. Do we just go for it? I think we have to. Like, we're not gonna... Going for the max, I think, is so greedy. We're not doing that. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get rid of our max pieces. We're gonna summon out Picklon. We're gonna go ahead and activate the effect. We will send... It doesn't really matter. We've drawn out 2 of each. That doesn't change anything. We will then activate our Peaks of Blastopia. We'll set this. We'll then tribute 2. Bring out our Constructor Worm Bill Dragon. We'll activate its effect and bring back Shovelon. We will also get a big old boost. We'll set this. We'll go ahead and activate our Maximum Excavator. It doesn't matter where we put this boost. We can take a card back. We don't want to take a maximum piece yet because we want to save that for when it's going to be relevant. What we will do though is get this and just set it onto the field. We'll go to battle. We will clear this pesky Barrel Dragon. And then we're going to get some more damage in on this Essel. And that will do us for now. And now it's up to our opponent to out our board. And this is not a super easy board to out. 2,900 is not a small number. Hammer Crush deal. Okay, so now this potentially gives him an out to Blastopia if he wants to take it. He could also just hit the back row. This Wyrms is not its full potential yet. We need more Worm cards. Exactly. This is just the foundation that we're working with right now. Now, what's he going to pop? Is he going to go for the field spell? It does make managing the monsters easier. He is going to go for the field spell. Okay, so we do still... We run 3 copies of this field spell, so we still have 2 more to find in the deck. So that's not the end of the world. Ooh. If he has, like... if he has exactly... Oh, okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this then. I was going to say, if he has exactly, like, a Dragius, that would be very, very bad for us. But this is kind of fine. We're kind of chilling. Let's draw for turn. Okay, these cards are okay. So... we don't know what that back row is, so we will just get rid of it. We will just flip this over. Get rid of this. Be gone. Now, do we go for the big guy? I kind of want to. And getting the hand empty, I think is definitely worth it as well. So we'll go ahead and just tribute a bunch of guys. Summon out the Shovelon. Set this. Sure, we'll activate our skill. Why not? An extra 100 damage is an extra 100 damage. Go to battle. Swing over this. Boom. Swing over this. Boom. And then this should clear, unless this is exactly... I mean, to be fair, it could have been a legend monster as well and survived. But I mean, I think we always go for the damage there anyway. The only way we get punished here is if he can summon out 2 boss monsters that are relevant. So we'll see what he actually ends up doing. If he had the Seahorse Carrier, then it doesn't really matter because he had access to enough bodies to do a double tribute anyway. So... Hey, I'm farming Asana right now. In Cog, maybe you might duel me and get a free win. I mean, I would love that. Let's see what happens. Oh, the TSA! So he could, with just these cards, he could wipe my whole board. Well, he would still... I would still have a 1500, right? But this is looking okay. What scares me is the last two cards in his hand. That makes me feel better. That also makes me feel better. Okay, so we are going to lose this. Are we going to lose this or this? Okay, so he is letting us keep the Bill Dragon. Okay, let's start. God, we are so close. Let's go with the Primal Howling. Let's just get rid of this back row. I just don't want to deal with that at all. I think we're going to risk... if we use Piccolon though and it whiffs... we could just tribute the Piccolon if that happens anyway. So I think it's fine either way. We'll go ahead and activate Piccolon. If we can find a middle maximum piece, we are looking so good. Okay, we're going to go again. Let's do this again. There are so many cards we can draw. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Right, we'll go Reincarnation. I think at this point we just give up on the Maximum Dream. Yeah. We always give up on the maximum here. So we need basically a double tribute. If we had found either of our two copies of Pleaks of Bistopia, if we had found our last other side piece maximum, or if we had found one of the two pieces, or the two middle pieces, we were fine. So there were 5 cards in our deck out of the 10 that would have been really, really, really good for us there. Unfortunately, we did not find them. So we'll normal summon this. We'll activate this. Now, this is where it gets a bit funky, because if that card has low defense, we could just kill by attacking here. But, like... it's so risky, whereas this just clears. I think we do just do this. Right, let's see what this is. Alright, it would not have been lethal. Okay. So, as long as he doesn't have a TSA, the biggest guy he's realistically going to get out is going to be a 2500, which means that's 1400 damage coming at this. So we would live that if that's all he's got. Let's see what he does. That is now death. If he has any tribute monster, we are just dead. There's nothing we can do about that. So if we had attacked here, we would have got 1100 damage in, which would not have killed. Yeah, that's just game. All things considered, that was not a bad game. We had a 50-50 chance to just win the game, and we did lose that 50-50. But that was still an okay game. I think that's a save. You now have Pierce, no? Yeah, we did have Pierce Quantum, but it wouldn't have been lethal. So we had a 26, which could attack over the 15, and then that would have been 11 damage in, which wasn't lethal damage. So it would have come down to if we had guessed that his other card was definitely a low level. But after seeing that he had the Cycloptron on the field, we went, he's probably got another one, right? It was an educated guess. Do not all games is a 50-50. I mean, let's not like get into philosophy here, but yes, that is not an incorrect statement. Hey, it's Soji. Let's see if we can take on Soji. Have you fought someone who used Vast Vulcan? Yes, I have. And I've used Vast Vulcan quite a lot myself. I really do like the Vast Vulcan deck. It's very, very fun. It's a bit weird, though. I feel very few people are doing Vast Vulcan right now. Yeah, it's actually... I think it's one of the better decks out of the new box, to be honest. Which might sound a bit weird, but I do actually think that deck kind of has legs. Like, it's not fantastic. I'm not going to sit here and try and gaslight y'all into saying, Vast Vulcan, tier 0. But, like... compared to a lot of the other decks available, it's actually not bad. Like, it does have a couple of really bad matchups, but it's doing okay. There is a strategy there that does somewhat work. For me, Rash, it takes weeks and months to collect 3 copies of maximum cards. I mean, sometimes that is true. Sometimes you just can't, like, when's the last time anyone saw a Harpy maximum get summoned? It's Vulcan! It's turn 1 Vulcan! Only I'm allowed to do this. Right, so we're going to take 1000 damage here. That's not ideal. He appears now. Why did you put the 1100 in attack? Because we want to try and clear the board. And because, again, we only die if he weakens our monster. Even if he summoned a tribute monster, we were generally fine. Especially if he summoned a Dragis, which is the one that we knew that he had. So we can just set 3 and just chill. This guy doesn't do anything through set 3. He's just going to slowly burn us. Unless he has a spell card that helps him out. So we're just going to chill. We're going to hope that we see our maximum sooner rather than later. The scary thing is if he starts setting back row. If he gets a negate attack up, that is horrifying for us. Vast Vulcan better than Magnum? I would not say it's better than Magnum. Magnum can just win games a lot easier. Vast Vulcan... right, that beats set 3. Or will he just pop the back row? Okay, that is best case scenario for us. No, I'm just being an idiot. Like, hitting a back a monster there wouldn't actually do anything. Okay. I mean, losing Monster Incarnation doesn't really change anything. We just need to draw our max. He hasn't set any back row. We just need to find the max now. He found his on turn 1. Here we go. We're going to draw the max. Close. Do we risk it? We're down to 32. We can only set 1 card, but I guess we could tribute this out. Let's risk it. Let's risk it for the biscuit. Let's see what happens. We're going to go ahead and activate Picklon. Because if we do manage to find it, that doesn't help anything. Let's go Picklon again. Worst case scenario, we're just going to tribute set anyway. So we'll send this to grave. It's unfortunate. But this does get a load of cards out of our hand anyway, which does suit us. So we're going to set, and then we're going to pass. So we're going to take at least 1,000 damage here. Only 3,300. Yeah, he's a little baby maximum. My Noodle's getting persecuted, but this dude gets to run burn freely, shaking my head. I mean, Noodle players could just transition into playing Vast Vulcan, right? It's a strategy. My genuine concern is that this man has another Vast Vulcan in his hand ready to go. He's got 5 cards in hand that he's not setting, so he's definitely got 5 monsters. Right, well, here's the boy. So now, Maximum Shokan! Out he comes. Maximum versus Maximum. We'll go ahead and activate our skill, because 100 attack is 100 attack, right? Why would we not just go for that? Now we'll go battle. We'll attack over this, and then this is my prediction. He is going to summon Vast Vulcan and then kill us next turn. That is my prediction. Let's see what happens. Has my man hard drawn the max twice? Let's see him do it. Let's see him do it. I wouldn't even be mad. I would not even be mad. Is Vulcan the new Noodles? I would say Vulcan is not as good as Noodles because Noodles get to stall out the game a ton. Vulcan can't stall as well as Noodles. Vulcan plays more of like an aggressive style. So we haven't seen it here because this guy summoned Vulcan and then didn't do anything, right? But in general, the way you play Vulcan is you'll summon the little pieces, including the middle piece, I guess, and you'll use the skill to boost their attack by 1,000, and then you'll start clearing your opponent's board as much as you can. Because like a 16, a 19, and a 25, like obviously the 25 kind of sucks, but the 15 and a 19 are really good for like no tributes. Alright, so he has the Karatake, which does nothing. The second he gets another another Vulcan, we are just dead, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what he does. Let's see what he does. We're just sat on Karatake. The fact it's in attack mode tells us he's definitely gonna... Yes! Oh, we knew this was coming. He just hard drew the max twice. Oh, bro, we're not the protagonist here, right? Soji is the protagonist. So what is our out now? We have to draw... Are we even alive? He hasn't popped the field spell. So we're going to lose 1,000. So as is, we're alive. So if we find 2 more max pieces, we survive, but our opponent is playing so many burn tools that being on 200 life points is a death sentence anyway. Right, we'll do the only thing we can, which is activate this. Let's see what we can find. Oh, Maximum Shokan! This game is so dumb. Alright, we have already lost, right? We cannot win from this position. But it is still so funny. Okay, we'll boost up our Worm Excavator, go to battle, swing over again. Imagine he just doesn't have any of his burn tools, right? Imagine he just doesn't have any. Because he's even on Crisis, right? We saw that earlier, yeah. So if he sets any back row, we can't realistically attack without just accepting death. Oh, imagine he goes for the third maximum. Imagine. He hasn't milled any pieces, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He still has a whole maximum in his deck. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Lamau, this is fun. Also, a stupid thing, maximum monsters is count as 1 monster and not 3. I think that's a fine thing. The issue that maximums have is some of them are like, oh, I just win the game. And some of them are like, this card does nothing. We are going to get piercing next turn as well. We can't play any spell cards because... Oh, alright, we can pop this. We can pop that. That's fine. So we'll draw. Okay, playing that doesn't change much, so we're not going to worry about it. We will go ahead and activate the effect of our Worm Excavator. I guess we'll put some maximum pieces. Actually, we'll put this back in. That's probably the best option. We're going to pop this. Draw a card. It was the burn! He knew. Then, Acceleration Gate is raiding. Let's pause the music. Welcome on in, Acceleration Gate and Raiders. We will swing into this and see what it is. Boom! 44! Oh, he's at 100! Oh, we're still going to lose. We're still going to lose. But yeah, welcome in, lads. Welcome. Hope you had a fantastic stream, Acceleration Gate. You've joined us at a weird time. We're playing against Vast Vulcan, who has put us down to 2. No! Oh, that was one of the duels of all time. That was actually fantastic. That was so back and forth, and it ended on an 800 burn. Oh, we put him down to 100 life points. Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine if we somehow won that? I wonder what his other 2 monsters were. There's a good chance that the other 2 cards he had set also had 1,000 defense, because we know he's playing probably 3 to Shitotsu and probably 3 Karatake. So there's a good chance that we wouldn't have killed him no matter which one we attacked. Already, we've had 3 banger games today. Like, I mean, we've lost 2 of them, but they were, like, really good losses. I was expecting us to queue into, like, machines, get our, like, shit pushed in a little bit. It's Zaki, boys! What are you doing here, Zaki? He's come here to snipe us. Alright, let's see. Spark the twist. Field spell doesn't boost you. So the field spell does boost you. And ironically, it would have given us the exact 100 life points that we would have needed. But we didn't want to play the field spell, because if we didn't kill, then he could have played Sakadetsu, not the Karatake, and then burned us for 200, and we were only on 200 life points. So it gave him an extra way to kill us. Like, oh, the temptation. Why have you got no skills, Zaki boys? What's going on here, mate? What's going on? I take your field spell, your monster would have had 300, gain 400, and would have been the way. Yeah, exactly. Let's not get greedy, right? We're just gonna play it safe. Let's see what happens. Also, get stream snipe, nerd. Oh no, Zaki's come to bully me. Huh? What do you mean you want to play me? Not Sakadetsu, you're on my mind. I can't help it. Alright, let's see if we can... We still don't actually know what Zaki Boys is actually playing yet. Alright, let's go Peaks. We are probably going to tribute this. Which means we could probably tribute this. Let's just go for this. Let's go Picklon. We're just going to get rid of this. We don't care about assembling the max. Okay. Then we will tribute probably both of these. And the reason we do it like that is so that we can activate Bill Dragon's effect, which gets me back this. We can set 1. We can set 2. Let's just flip this up as well. It's a 1200 attacker. That's not a bad amount. We'll go ahead and activate Maximum Excavator. We'll just boost this because it doesn't make any difference. We could add Picklon back to our hand, but I have no interest in doing that. Let's see what he's got. Swing! Is this the Hermit deck? Is that what we're playing against right now? Okay, yes, it did not matter where we attacked. I have a feeling this is going to be Hermit. But no, he hasn't got a skill. There's no skill. Is this beatdown? It's beatdown, right? It's got to be beatdown. Possibly with Spice. What? Right, what's going on here, Zaki boys? Do you get, like, some sort of reward for doing this? But Tomato, I'm not sure I'm ready for this type of relationship. Listen, right? Sometimes, Sakadetsu, you gotta take that first step. You gotta take that leap. Get OTK'd. He do his job, he OTK. I mean, the problem is I can't do anything with that, Zaki boys. That, I don't need the win. I don't need... That's not unfortunately gonna make it into a video, so... Also, I'll be real, Rush is making me want more deck slots because half the good decks are on Yuga. It's a weird one because Yuga, I think, arguably has the best decks in the game, while simultaneously having the worst decks in the game, right? So Yuga is the user of Ride Across, Bender Break, Volt Condor, but he is also the user of, you know, Machines, Magnum Overlord, Seven's Axel Road. So, like, he just has so many decks. And part of that is because, in the show, his deck is just a mismatch of crap. Like, it's got, like, the Spellcaster theme, but, like, all of his maximums are machines. He's got a couple of machine cards, but then he also plays just a bunch of other stuff. He, like, just has a different boss monster every week that plays, like, its own little gimmick. Okay, so our opponent tributed out a card. The only problem with activating this is it's going to buff his stuff as well, which I'm not super into. I think we'll just chill. Wyrms aren't super good at dealing with set monsters, so let's see what he does. So he has a typical protagonist deck. I mean, kinda. I'm trying to think which other protagonists have that kind of gimmick about them. Like, Yugi did bring out a bunch of different stuff, but, like, his boss monsters kind of stayed relatively the same. What's he going to get rid of? Okay, just gets rid of the back row, that's fine. I was curious if he would bother hitting this, but there's not really a reason to. Okay, so we got these guys down. The issue is that the field spell is a little bit awkward here. Now, if we use our skill, we can still use the field spell to trigger our skill and get a card back to our hand. So there is that. Basically, this is like a monster reincarnation right now that can get back our maximum. Oh, does this work? Face up. Okay, excellent, excellent. He does not get his Bill Dragon effect. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Just swings in. Okay, so if we find the other two maximum pieces, we can maximum summon. Draw for turn. Unfortunately, that is not both the other maximum pieces. We will just set this, I think. I think it's okay just to, like, have it chilling. We'll then set and set. And once again, we're not really too worried. Like, we could summon this out and try and clear this, but I think we're fine just chilling. He can't really beat set 3 pass very easily as Wyrms. Alright, that's 2 Primal Howling gone. Gets out the Piccolon. Uses Piccolon effect. Discards the middle max piece. Is that because he's got a spare? Tributes out another big roller. Okay, okay. Set another back row. My man is swimming in spell traps. So he gets to clear our whole board, which is fine. We don't mind losing this board. If we need to as well, we can activate Peaks of Blistopia to get back a body. Right, well, there's the maximum. The problem is he has a lot of back row. But I think we always maximum summon anyway, right? Behold my maximum worm excavator, the heavy cavalry Draco. We'll go ahead and fire off this effect, and we'll just start slamming his back row. Let's put something back first. I guess we want to start putting the max pieces back. Let's just hit this one, see what he's got. Bam. So we hit the reincarnation, that's not bad. Activating this still doesn't really do much for us. I guess we'll activate our skill. Revealing that we've got the skill doesn't really change anything. We'll go to battle, and I guess we'll swing over this for just like the 2,000 damage. Now, this is probably going to be a negate attack. That's my prediction. But he might not want to use it even if he has it. Okay, so it was this one. Okay, that's fine then. So this is okay, as long as he doesn't have exactly Talismanic Seal Array. If he has Talismanic Seal Array, our guy's just weak enough that he can kill it. A lot of people wouldn't play Talismanic... Alright, this is kind of fine, right? We are okay. We have a hand that's, like, alright at dealing with this. We are going to take a little chunk of damage, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, maximum excavator, boosts that by 100. He gets to slam him with that for 200, and then we basically take another 4,000. It's not ideal. Let's see what he does. Behold my machine. That's not great. How do we want to do this? We have to do something here. Alright, we're going to flip this over. We are going to... this is so awkward. We do that, we can't do that, so it doesn't matter anyway. Using Picklon's effect is a little bit irrelevant here. So I think we're going to set. Then we're going to normal summon by tributing both. Right? Right, this is step 1. Then we're going to go ahead and activate Bill Dragon's effect. This will let me take back another card. Doesn't really matter what we take, because whatever we take is going to get killed anyway. And it's just going to come out in defense mode. Then we're going to activate our skill, target our excavator, and add a card back to our hand. So this can also take the middle piece. That's good to know. But now we're just going to take probably the Picklon, to be honest. We're then going to set over our field spell, because that then gives us an activation for later that still gets the card out of our hand. We'll set a bunch of cards, go to battle, and then we'll see if this can connect. So he probably has Slime down. I doubt he'd have anything else. He could be on the barrier, but most people wouldn't be playing barrier right now. Let's see what he does. He's already used 2 of his back row hate as well, so if he is playing 3, that's already what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'd be on, what, 6? Slime would be 7. And then it depends if he's on any of the field spell. So he does have the 3rd Primal Howling. My man has seen all 3 Primal Howling. Okay, okay. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. Why are we doing this? We're tribute summoning? We're probably going to go into a 2,500 Gart. Wait. Why are we doing that? What could we possibly have? You don't even have enough monsters to do anything with that. We're just going to swing with these and clear both the monsters. I don't even know if I rate this as a play. I guess if he's got slime... He must have slime. Like, he must have slime. Alright, so that's a maximum if we want it. Do we want to take the maximum now? I mean, I kind of want to take it. So, we can activate Peaks of Blastopia. We can set this. Set this. Activate our skill. Target this. Take a card back. We'll take our butt. We'll maximum summon. Come forth, Worm Excavator. Then we can activate the effect, and we'll pop one of his back row. Now, which one do we think we want to hit? Well, we also get to put a card back on our deck, which is nice. Probably... And what have we got left in the deck? We got all of it back still in our deck. Right, we'll put this back. Let's pop this one. Okay, we did hit the slime, which is quite nice. We will set this just to be safe. We'll go to battle, and we will swing over this. Boom! Then we'll pass turn. So we're in a pretty good spot now, because He's used a lot of his different tools. He's already used the TSA. We don't know if he's even playing a second. The scariest part here would be if he has his own full maximum to do this turn. Yes! We'll take it. We'll take it. And we're definitely going to save that replay. Another great game. Another great game. Opponent give his Wyrms a new tail. I mean, yeah. It's one of those weird ones where there are some maximums that are kind of awkward, right? Where they look like the head is on like the left and then the middle bit is kind of a nothing. So whenever you summon out the middle piece of the Wyrm maximum, it's always a bit off. Because it's like just a chunk of machinery without like a beginning or an end. It's very weird. Alright. Win streak 9? Alright, mate, calm down. Are we actually playing Wyrms is the next question. Because if he is on Wyrms, and he's got a 9 win streak, what is my man doing? We might have to look at this deck at the end of this. Yoink his deck, and that is exactly what I'm thinking, Quantum. I'm glad that great minds do seem to think alike. Is that a Wyrm Excavator, the Heavy Cavalry Draker? I mean, look at this. It's just a big mess of machinery, right? It's got no beginning, no end. I think we just chill, right? We don't really care. Unless he has a way to beat set 3 pass. Which, to be fair, he could be on set Gaze of the Sky Emperor. If he is on that, then we're going to take some damage here. Let's see what our opponent has for us. He's going to set a back row. Okay, where do we go from here? Oh, we're going to set the field spell. Attacking to pick one. Okay. There's another piece of the max, but we don't really care at the moment. Guess we'll just set this. Pass the turn. Unfortunately, we would like a bit more back row, but this is okay for now. So he's got all the back row. He just doesn't have the front row. Goodbye, Constructor Princess Pylon. I mean, again, we're just gonna chill, right? Like, we're in no rush. Like, he can't kill us at the moment. It looks like he's not playing Set Mighty Gaze. So now that he attacks more, we should be able to get more cards out of our hand. Sup? Hello, Suki. Welcome on in. You've caught us playing Wyrms against Wyrms. But our opponent's on a 9 win streak, so we're expecting their Wyrm deck to be better than our Wyrm deck. We'll set this. Then we'll set this. And then we'll, you know what we're going to do? We're going to set this. And then we're going to pass. The issue is, with so much back row, we're probably not... Like, even if we draw out our max, we're probably not going to be in a good position to do anything with it. So if he wants to guarantee clear, he could just flip this up. Like, that will get him a guaranteed clear. So the whole deck is, if your opponent plays a 2500, wants to just set 3 and hope for the maximum. So the whole deck is... If your opponent can't beat set 3 pass, abuse the fact that your opponent can't beat set 3 pass. Now, if you're against machines, you're not allowed to do that, because they can beat set 3 pass. If you're against Dragius, again, you can't do that, because they can beat set 3 pass. If you're against Wyrms, they can't beat set 3 pass. How's Wyrms? I was interested in building it, but in my opinion, it looks like it needs more support, or at least a field spell searcher. I mean, there is a field spell searcher as a skill. It's not necessarily a very good skill, but you do have a field spell searcher. The main issue is, in Rush, there is no such thing as a searcher. Skills are the only way in Rush to search your deck for anything. At no point ever in the history of Rush have we ever had a card that lets you look through your own deck in the middle of play. There is just not a way. The best you get is like mill X cards, and then if you find something in those mills, you get to like do a thing. Right, well, I mean, we're going to summon the max, right? Now, this is probably not going to work. Because our opponent has so much back row, he's probably just going to mess us up anyway. But we've got to go for it, right? Let's pop one of his back row. We need a card back into our deck, so for now, you can come back. Let's pop that one. Then we're going to go ahead and drop Primal Howling. And we'll pop another one of his back row. Let's hit that one. Then, I guess an extra 100 damage can't hurt? I don't really want to flip this over, so we'll just go to battle. And I think we just go... Nah, we should play it like semi-competently. We attack the big guy just in... Because if he does have a Talismanic Seal Array or something similar, and he doesn't have a boss monster to follow up, I would feel really stupid. Okay, this is fine. We can still technically out this. Like, and we still have 6,000 life points, so we're not too worried about this. Now, do you get the effect if you... It's just a field spell. Okay, so we can pop our field spell and get a double draw. Unfortunately, we didn't really get that luxury because he had lots of back row. So we could have got the extra card if we had popped his. Yeah, this is the kind of scary thing, because now he gets to just have 5 cards in hand. Activates his own peaks. That's also fine. Gonna use the skill. So we're only taking 1,000 damage. And he's nowhere near getting piercing yet. And he's filling his hand with more cards, so he's going to be drawing less and less cards. So as long as we just get 3 monsters, we can just chill. The problem is going to be, if we do eventually get the max, how do we actually kill this? Because he's just going to pop this if we set it. But, like, we can't not set it, right? Can we not set it? If I just do this, and then pass, like, what is his go-to play? How many heads have we got in grave? 1, 2. So this is our last one. I think we still have to get rid of it. Can we win from this position? Can we even win from this position? How do we out this? If we do get out our maximum, it's not going to have enough attack. We're not playing TSA. We literally cannot win, can we? He's just got too many cards. So the game is over. We will just scoop. He can tribute summon. He can if he's playing the bad monster, because you can only tribute summon a maximum to summon out a like 5 or 6, and most people wouldn't even bother playing that. So let's take a look at his deck. Okay, so his deck is very, very bricky. These didn't actually accomplish anything. The thing is, it's so hard to gauge based on that one duel, because he basically just... He won the early game by drawing better than us early, and then just kept going from there. To be fair as well, he just summoned this out and then sat on it for ages, because he bricked, because he had too many spell traps. It's like, it's a weird... It's so weird to, like... Illegal? Oh yeah, because he's got the Ghost Cyclones. The thing is, he doesn't even need the Ghost Cyclones. I don't know why he's bothering with the Ghost Cyclones when he has his built-in removal anyway. I mean, let's try and emulate what he's doing a little bit, right? So the logic that he has is play less tribute monsters, and then play a few less of these. I don't necessarily like going down to so few normal summons, so we might keep one pylon in. But what we will do to emulate is just try and go for a few more back row. Because that seems to be his strategy, right? Is he's just going all in on having more traps. Let's try this out. This is basically what he's got. I mean, we could also maybe go for this, because it does help us in the mirror. And if we're actually expecting to play against a lot of worm decks rather than anything else, having another out to the maximum is actually very important. So let's go with this for now. Let's see if this feels any better or not. Because I do quite like the trap card. The issue is the deck is so tight on spell trap space. Alright, let's see. Let us see what our opponent has for us in this game. Worst case scenario, we hate this build and we just put it back to normal, right? But let's see what it's got. Our opponent is now on a 10-win streak. Or that guy was. The guy we were against it. Oh, because this is a new deck, it doesn't have our sleeves and stuff saved. This is a good opportunity, by the way. If anyone's got the gems saved up on the channel and they want us to change our sleeves and deck mat, this deck is currently unsleeved and unmatted, so this is a good opportunity. This hand is not anything spectacular, unfortunately. Barrel Dragon turn 1. That also means his skill is a bit funky. I mean, did we just kill this? I'm tempted to. But then what? Like kill it and then set? That feels bad. Alright, let's get greedy. Let's get greedy. We're just gonna set a whole bunch of stuff, and if he does win the flip, he wins the flip, right? I don't want to use Tribute to the Doomed and then do nothing off of it. The fact he's kept these two in hand tells me he has a kind of bricked up hand. So if he draws 2 normals, he could go normal, normal, tribute out another big guy, and then it will depend what the third card he drew was. Change my sleeves. Oh, Zaki, have you got any idea what sleeves you want? And game mat. Alright, Barrel Dragon's effect comes down. He whiffs the Barrel Dragon, which is quite nice for us. Clears the Drill Zard, which is completely fine with us. Draw for turn. Is that the right... It is. Oh, that is so sad. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We have such a... That is so funny if we do that. Are we going to do that? It would... Oh, it would be funny, but it's really bad. But it's really funny. We have to, right? It's so funny. Alright. I'm going to activate Tribute to the Doomed. I'm going to discard Peaks of Blastopia. I'm going to target my own monster. I'm then going to activate Peaks of Blastopia. I'm going to flip over Pylon. We're going to activate our skill. Target Pylon. Add a card back to our hand. We're going to take back our maximum piece. We're then going to go ahead and activate Primal Howling. We'll get rid of one of his back row. Then we're going to maximum summon out the max. Out it comes. We can then pop his back row. What do we want back in the deck, actually? I guess you would be a good one. Let's pop that. Oh, we're going to... You know we're setting that. We don't need the extra damage. And then we'll just swing. And then we'll just pass. Now, that was too funny. It was too funny to not do. A Scud, Sleeve, and Mat. I don't even know if we have Scud, is the issue. I think you've tried to redeem this before, and I don't think we had Scud. Right, we are saving that just for that one play. Like, there's no way we're not saving that. Also, I want to check out what deck he was on and what skill he was on. So we'll check the deck and skill. Then we're going to check the deck, the game mat and everything. Pride of the 3 Cavaliers. I need to use my skill tickets to actually just claim the skills. Or the skill chips and whatever. Right, let's see what he was on. So he was on Set Mighty Gaze. Yeah, it looks pretty standard. There's nothing, like, crazy in here. I don't know if I like the Esselin here. I guess it's fine, because you can just play these as, like, beat sticks without having to worry about the actual maximum itself. Right, let's get our deck. Edit. Let's change our sleeves. Deck settings. Change accessories. Alright, do we have Scud? I don't even know if we've unlocked Scud on this account. It's not looking likely, considering our Dark Side of Dimensions we only have Kyber. So, I'm going to ask you again. Do you have any other picks, Zaki boys? Listen, right? Scud is not my favourite duelist. In fact, Scud doesn't actually duel. Scud... I apologise, but that's just the world that we live in. So what are we thinking, Zaki? What sleeves and mat are we looking for? Blair. Blair as in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Blair? Blair is GX, right? I don't know how to tell you this, but I don't think we have Blair either. Listen, right? I don't promise to have farmed every single character, okay? Unfortunately, we have not done that yet. Because they're full of juicy gems that we might need in the future. That's why we haven't unlocked all the characters, and that's why we haven't farmed them all. We need the gems! We don't want our gems expiring. Alright, Zaki boys, what's the third? What's the third best sleeve? Before, we were on... God, who were we on? We had the... I think it was Asobi mat, and our sleeves were some female character. I couldn't tell you who. All right, Zaki, who's our third pick? Who's our third pick? What are we going for? We don't actually have a ton of these, you know. Come on, Zaki, you're holding everyone up. I'll give you 10 more seconds, and if we haven't picked something, I'm just going to have to do it later. Bones. Bones is great. Okay, where's Bones? Bones is... There he is. Bones. Bones, perfect. And what do you want for the game mat? Or do you want more Bones? Because we can have more Bones. Can we have more Bones? We do have Bones. Do you want Bones as well? Bones again. Okay, we're going Bones. We're going full Bones. We're going full zombie mode. We're gonna be playing Wyrms on Bones' face, the way that everyone has always imagined. Alright, let's go. Let's jump into another game. I love how quick the queues are now as well, especially when use anniversary, cool gift. Listen, Sakadetsu, you can force us to play that. You have to spend the 1,000 gems. That's how this works. I swear if you didn't have Bones, I want refund. Bones was available at the very start of Duel Links, when I did actually farm out every single character that was available. But since coming back to the game for Rush, I've like got a load of backlog, right, which I can go back to and use as a wealth of gems. I don't actually know what we're against here. This is a little awkward. I think we're going to just do this. And see what he does. We still don't know what we're against yet. Okay, we're against Thunder. Is he going to use Card Devastation? Tribute 2. Stormbolt Destroyer. Bring back a 15. So he's going to bully our poor little guys. Which is kind of okay. The main issue is that our boss monster has 0 defense. And this deck changes my guys to defense. Not really the greatest match for us. I think here we set. We're just going to tribute this out. Then we'll normal this. Activate our skill. Boost this up. Go to battle. Swing at this. Is he going to have the negate attack? Oh, okay. We do get to clear 2. So this is actually not easy for him to out. He needs to draw a boss monster, right? If he finds Trigger Drago, he's golden. He can do whatever he wants. If he finds Stormbolt, he can still out our guy, but it's not quite super easy. Heavenly Bliss there, losing that really does suck. Oh, Duckbill. Okay, this is okay. I'd much rather this than the Trigger Drago. Okay, this is looking pretty rough for us. This is looking pretty rough. Look at Bones. He looked like he's gonna go Super Bones. I mean, yeah, Super Bones. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Right, Stormbolt comes down. Uses the skill. Gets back another 1,500. He can then change this to defense. And weaken this. Clear my whole board and get in for a chunk of damage. and still have a back row. Oh, it's the back row that's killing me here. Especially since I know this is activatable. If I had a field spell, I'd be feeling a lot better about this. Let's go for this. We'll activate this effect. I think we just get rid of this. Unless we draw a field spell off of this, and then this is the keep. Now we're going to discard this. Okay, that's fine. We'll activate Howling. We'll hit this one because we know it's activatable. We'll normal. Tribute 2. 1, 2. Summon this. Activate the effect. Give him a little boost. Set this. Go to battle. Swing over this. Okay, so if this is another Thunderbolt or Thunderblast, I forget what it's called, then we're going to be kind of screwed. Because if he draws a boss monster and has back row hate, we are just so screwed. Stop drawing duckbills! Ah! Okay, if he doesn't have back row hate, we're still fine. We are fine, alright? The problem is we'll be down in a gate attack and our opponent doesn't use anything. Oh no! We're just dead. We are just dead on board. This is Sag. This is a big Sag. I suppose right, that shows the strength of Thunder, or more specifically the strength of Duckbill. Like, Duckbill is obviously just a very useful card. The main problem I'm getting here is we're getting a lot of really good games when we lose. Which is not ideal. I would like to see this deck winning some games. Superbones plays Eldritch with 3 skill drain. I hope not. Jeez. Could you imagine if they bring skill drain Eldritch into Duel Links? And they give it like a skill? That'd be horrendous. Alright, so we do have... We've actually chosen a very strange time to stream today because there just so happens to be a football game on today, which for a lot of you probably doesn't mean jack shit. Like, a lot of you probably don't care about that. But I am English, which means it's part of my heritage and in my blood that I have to care about the football. That's just how that works. That's a hand. That's a hand. It's not a very good hand, but it's a hand. I guess we're gonna just chill with some defense cards. Set a field spell, pass the turn, see what he does. Seven's Roman, is this just SAR? This looks like SAR. Have we found an SAR player? Fair and balanced skill. The restriction is your deck contain nothing. I mean, basically. Again, once again, we have a very awkward situation where we could pop our own guy. That is definitely not the play, right? There is no way that's the play. I think we just chill. We straight chill. We don't have to do anything. We can just vibe on this board. We are A-okay. There is nothing to worry about. Do it. We're not doing it again. Oh, he's playing Vulcan. It's Hyper Engine Vast Vulcan. He's here. Coward. Don't call me a coward. No, it's Overlord Trust. No, it's Vulcan. I need you to kill this one, mate. I need you to kill that one. Do we care? We can just vibe. Like, I need a tribute monster more than anything. I think we're just gonna chill. We're literally gonna chill until we draw a tribute monster, or until we draw a second copy of R, or until we. What's the other way we can get it? Oh, he's doing it! Hyper Engine Vast Vulcan. Okay, so this is now 1,000 burn damage every turn. The problem here is he has 3 back row, which means a negate attack there would be horrendous for us. We do, though, have the Tribute to the Doomed. So if we could just please... Did we just pass the turn without setting? Just to increase the odds he hits one of the ones we want to hit. We would take another 1,000 damage is the only problem. I don't mind taking 1,000. Let's just pass. Let's pass. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Because if he does just hit the right one, then we're fine. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Let's burn us for the 1,000. No, you hit the wrong one again! Come on, man! You have one job. Oh, we finally drew one. Okay. We'll set this. We will tribute these two. Undo. Some more. Flip over our Peaks of Blistopia. Activate our skill, Maximum Excavator, give the boost. Add a card back to hand. We need to take our butt. Welcome back to our hand butt. Then we will quite simply Maximum Shokan. Come forth, Worm Excavator, the Heavy Cavalry Draco. Then we're just gonna hit his best back row. We're just gonna do it. No effort at all. We'll put this back. We're just gonna hit this one. That's his best back row. Then we're gonna hit his other best back row, which is gonna be that one. And then just to be safe, we're also gonna pop his monster. Go away. Go to battle, and then we'll just swing. Now we pass. Alright. We got him down to 18. Let's see what he does. Ooh. Talismanic Sealerate! Okay. We might be losing our maximum here, which is not the greatest feeling in the world. Oh, we're cooking with worms. Let's go. Yeah, we're trying, JD Scrub. We've had mixed results so far. To be fair, we've got about a 50% win rate. I think just shy of 50%. Also, why are we, like, listening to the football? We don't need to listen to the football. We just need it on the other screen so I can glance at it. Why is he a monster reincarnation? There is a better one specifically for warriors. Well, it's because he might want to bring back something that isn't that card. Right, we'll activate this effect again. I kind of want you back in my hand, to be honest. Pop this. Get out of here. Take the draw. Not a bad draw. I think we do still set this, right? We don't have any way to get any more cards out of him. We can activate the skill, but it doesn't actually do anything, so we still have 2 cards left in our deck. I could set this. And then... We've already used this to get a maximum piece, so leaving it there doesn't actually change anything. This now means that next turn, we will draw into having 10 or less cards in deck. Is it 10 or less, or less than 10? That's actually quite an important piece of wording. If there were 10 or less. Okay, so next turn we will have piercing. Alright, now behold. I will activate my maximum. Sure, we'll put this back in. And we'll pop... Oh, that lovely back row. Then we'll go ahead and activate our skill. No, don't surrender! Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that win, though. A win against Vulcan. That's 2 Vulcan games today, bro. How many Vulcan players are there now? The Vulcan Chads are all coming out of the woodwork. Why is he... Oh, why is he on the monster reincarnation? Well, you know, again, like, sometimes you just really want to get back the 7th Road Magician, right? Sometimes you just really want it. I love as well how we're just on the 7th Road Witch. Part of me feels like this was just like, I want as many of my Overrush rares as possible, so we're just going to slam all of this stuff in. I respect it, though. He's even got the 1 wind and the 1 earth. This is why we thought he was on SAR initially, because he immediately milled his 2 one-offs of the 2 different attributes. Alright, let's fire on into another game and see what happens. Vulcan Tier 0. Konami just make the skill bad to prevent players from playing Vulcan. The skill isn't even that bad, right? The skill is... like, it allows you to play aggressive The only... And it does fix your hand sometimes as well, which is kind of weird. Like, after playing the deck a bunch, I actually think the skill lets you find the maximum, sometimes more often than other maximum decks. I think the skill is actually not too bad. The primary concern I have with the deck is that we don't realistically have a good way to beat 2500s. Because the boost is only 1000, which means our maximum only goes up to 25. If the skill was 1100, I'd be like, yeah, this is actually kind of cool now that we can beat 2000s. I'm not really a big fan of this. What are we against it? This is just aggro, right? This is literally just aggro. Well, let's, I guess... Let's do this. Behold. I mean, do we just let him pop our back row? And just... Because I don't think we bother killing his... thingy trap. His, hammer crush. Yeah, sure. We'll get an extra 100 damage. Why not? To battle! Swing! So he's going to use his hammer crush and pop our face down, which is fine. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. He kept the hammer crush. What? What? My man is playing... What? What is this? He's playing Hammer Crush Deal. He has... Is he just playing one-offs? No, because he's got... Oh, he put that back in his hand. Okay. Why would you use that now? I'm so confused. Okay. We'll just set these. But then he's going to pop my new negate attack with his Hammer Crush that he maintained. Oh, I'm so confused. I'm like... I'm not even upset. I'm just, like, bewildered. Right, here comes the Hammer Crush. Discard a card, pops that. So he has the blue in hand, but he's discarded the middle. And he's kept the blue in hand. So that tells me he had a spare middle? I'm so confused. We'll just chill? We'll just keep chilling forever until he forces us to not chill? Pass. He's playing 3 different maximum. A definition of never let them know your next move. I mean, I am very much confused. He has another Hammer Crush! So he's playing at least, what, 2 Hammer Crush. There's another piece of the Dino. 2 Hammer Crush and 2 Particle Acceleration. He's hit that, which is not ideal for us, right? We'd like to keep our Tribute to the Doomed, obviously, but... Hey, it's our middle maximum piece. I guess we're just gonna max. Come forth, Worm Excavator, the heavy cavalry Draco. And then we use its effect and go ahead and pop his back row. Because if you keep popping my back row, I'm gonna start popping your back row. I want this back. Hey, it was negate attack. If he weakens us down, we'll be down to 24 anyway. So it won't matter if we have the extra card in our hand or not. Yes, it literally does not matter. So we'll just go battle phase, swing. Now the problem is, if he summons Magnum Overlord, we will just die. But we don't really have another game plan. Ah! Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes your opponent just wants it more. This has got to be lethal, right? There's no way this isn't lethal, surely. Is it not lethal? This is 37. Boys, there's a chance. So that gives us 2 pieces of the maximum. I don't think we can afford to use Picklon. So I think we just vibe and just assume our opponent doesn't play spells that can beat defense monsters. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. Imagine if we saw that Tribute to the Doomed, which is now at the bottom of our deck. Sets a back row, swings over Drillzard, which is fine. We don't mind that. We're just waiting for another max piece. Not that one. 6 cards left in deck. What do we have left in our deck? How many butts and how many things do we have? So there's 1 butt, 2 butt, and 2 of those. So we have 2 max pieces left in the deck. We know it's not on the bottom. I think we might just get, like, weirdly aggressive here. Let's just go for it. Let's go for it. We'll activate his effect. Send this to grave, draw a card. Then we're going to summon this. Activate the effect. Discard, draw a card. Where is it? We have the 2 pieces we need are the next 2 cards in our deck. Okay. Well. We'll activate this. We'll go ahead and use Maximum Excavator. We'll boost this up. Add a card back to our hand. And I suppose it's going to be this. Then we're going to Tribute Set it. Over these. So we don't die. And then... pass? I guess? I don't... We need to draw 2 cards. So we need to set something. Sure. End. Alright. Now, there is quite an obvious flaw in this strategy, which is our deck is mighty thin. Right, the next card in our deck is the middle piece. Is there anything we can do right now? I think we just pass. We need to draw it. But, like, we clear this and then we die to the draw. Oh, no, we won't die to the draw. As long as we don't pop a field spell. No, we will die to the draw because we'll have not enough cards in our hand. Because we're going to -3 from our hand. Is the issue. Then we're going to replace one of them. Right, well, this is the only play we have. So we're going to maximum summon. Bring this out. Yeah, this is where it becomes an issue, because we can get rid of that, draw a card, but then we'll die anyway. How do we want to do this? This makes me sad. If I activate this... Oh, wait, no. Because that just replaces. I need a way to, like, put an extra card in my hand that we just don't have. Alright, we activate this. We use its effect. We put a card to the bottom of our deck, which... I don't even think that does anything. We just, like, start building another max slowly. Like, it's not going to work. But it's kind of funny, so I kind of want to do it. Let's put this back. So that goes to the bottom. We'll pop this. We draw 1. That means we don't die next turn currently. Then we activate this. Boost this by 100. But the problem... Oh no, we had lethal, didn't we? Yeah, we had lethal. I'm an idiot. Oh no, because we needed to draw this. We needed to draw this. So we had to pop that, which means we couldn't use that. Right? Right. Yes. Go to battle. We'll just swing. Just pop it. You have 4 cards in hand with 1 in deck. Yes. That is correct, Zaki boys. The problem is if we had had room in our spell trap, we could have used this and just won the game there. Okay, so now we draw. Then... Can I just not use his effect at all if I don't have a card in my deck? Is that where we're at? But I want to use his effect, Grand. I want to use his effect. Could you imagine, as well, if you couldn't use the skill with 0 cards in deck? Could you imagine? Boop. Alright, well. That was a game. I think we have to save it. Even though it's I don't usually like saving replays, which are not against, like, a real deck. Because, like, this wasn't a real deck that we were playing against, right? We'll definitely give that a nice... I should be giving out more nices in these games. But, like, when it's a game as funny as that, I can't, like, not. Let's see what he was cooking with. So he was on Hammer Crush Deal with 1 Dynamix, 2 copies of Magnum Overlord. We had 2 of each of the side pieces for both the maximums. He was playing a total of 4, 5, 6 Cybursts with this Cyburst back row hate package. I mean, it's a list. It's a list. Save for an educational video, or nah, get the op out of the kitchen. No, let him stay in the kitchen, man. It's innovation. The only problem is the 2 most interesting decks we played against today, other than the Vulcan decks, because Vulcan is like, it's peak, right? It's nothing better than Vulcan. Have been on Hammer Crush Deal. The 2 most experimental players that we played against today, Hammer Crush Deal. It turns out that is the way. Alright. What's next? What is our next opponent going to be? Something powerful? Something fierce? It's a lovely Korean player. Let's see what they've got for us. It's Roa. Now, if this is Royal Rebels... It's not Royal Rebels. Okay, it's not Royal Rebels. This could be a myriad of different things. Let's see what he's on. I mean, this isn't awful, but I would much rather have 3 monsters on the field than 3 back row. Alright, let's see what he's got. What do we think? This could be Buster Blader, it could be Harpies, it could be Blue Eyes, it could be Plants? Maybe it'd be Plants for once. It's Thunder. Okay. Thunder is kind of a real deck, so it's a little bit scary. We are just going to use the Thunder Blast. We're just going to hit the Recital immediately. Another Thunder Blast. Hits the Bliss. Yeah, that's fine, mate. You can have that. I'll take the 13. I will donate my 13 life points to you. Alright, let's see what we got. Unfortunately, we have a Head Engrave. Otherwise, we could have just gone all in with that. The issue is Thunder again can just change my guys to defense and beat me up. I don't like getting beaten up. 400, so that's a crash. I don't like that. I don't really want to commit to the Excavator right now is the issue. We're going to normal this. We're going to activate Peaks of Blistopia. We're going to set this. We'll go ahead and activate the skill, because why not? We're not going to get the card back from Grave. Maybe we should have got the card back from Grave. That maybe would have been better. I don't know. It's tricky. So we could have used it, brought it back, set it, tributed both, gotten out this, killed both of his cards, gotten him for a good amount of damage. But it's very easily punishable still. And that means we won't have the Peaks of Blistopia ability to get back a maximum piece later on in the game. And we've already sent 2 maximum pieces effectively to the graveyard between this one and this one. Now, the question here is, do we activate our back row? I don't think we do. I think we just take this. I think we're okay to take another 15. I don't mind that. He's already used 2 back row hate. He should only have 1 left in the deck. Okay. So that's the maximum summon if we want it. We probably just take it, right? So we'll go ahead and activate this. We'll go ahead and normal summon Shovelon. We'll activate our skill. Boost up Shovelon. Add a card back to hand. Grab back our L. Maximum Shokon. Come forth, Worm Excavator, the Heavy Cavalry Draco, once more. Go ahead and use the effect. We will start putting back our lovely maximum pieces because we're starting to actually kind of run out of them. Pop this. Very, very good hit. Oh, that is such an important hit. I think we still do set this. Go to battle, swing over this. The reason we set this is because, again, if he does get something like a TSA, he's going to be able to kill this anyway. That extra 300 doesn't change anything. I suppose it does if it's only Stormbolt. Okay, that's fine. So has he got the... He must have the TSA then. Why else would you do this? You can reduce this by 100, right? 1,000. Oh, is this going to be exact? Well, I can still stop it with a negate attack anyway. Tributes 2. Summons out another Thunder Cavalry Trigger Drago. Gonna use that lightning trigger, weaken it down. Set another back row. He attacks. We activate negate attack. Our opponent surrenders. Oh, no surrender. I respect it. I respect it. Go ahead and activate our effect. You know what? I'd really like my negate attack back, you know. Let's take that back. Pop this. Now, do we bother doing anything else? I kind of just like having big hand, but I don't like having, like, no trap down. So we're going to do that. We'll activate the skill, because 100 damage is 100 damage, right? To battle! Swing! Then we'll just pass. 700 life points. We could have done an extra 300, right? Let's see if that matters or not. And there it is. I think we just saved that replay again. It was a good one. Although we've only got one replay slot left now. Trade offer. I have my negate attack back. You lost yours. Exactly. I think it's a fair trade, really. Now, I might be a little bit biased in that, but I do think it benefits me quite a lot, and I think really that's what's most important. Alright, let's see what our next opponent is going to be. Anything good? Also, I know everyone cares about this, but England are currently losing the football, which is horrendous news. Current win streak 3. Nice. We'll take that. We'll take that. That's a hand. That is certainly a hand. Our opponent has no skill, which actually sounds really mean, but it's not what I meant. I think we're going to do this, as weird as it is. I kind of like this play. I'm going to activate this. I'm going to set this. Activate the skill. Target this. Get a card back. Take back the Drillzard. And then I'm just going to drop the Drillzard because it's a 20. It's a 15, right? 15 is a good number. I'll just pass. I don't even think this is like a horrible turn 1. Our opponent's just going to be passing. That's no fun. I mean, I guess we'll just do this. Go to battle, and then we'll just punch. Fortunately, we can't kill them this turn because we didn't draw another tribute, but... Imagine they start playing. Oh, he's playing the game. What's he got for us? Is he just going to run in? Yeah, he's just going to run in. What? Is there, like, rewards to be claimed at the moment by doing this? I don't know if there is, like, any benefit to, like, losing like that when there's not some sort of campaign on. Unless, like, the Buster Blader campaign has things attached to it that I'm just oblivious to. Right, well, let's jump in again. Lahar from the USA. That's what he's got. Farm XP, farm skill 2. Is it quicker, though, to... I guess, right, skills. Makes sense to me. But if you're doing EXP, isn't it quicker to just battle NPCs? Oh, is this actually going to be a psychic player? That's exciting. Ad break. Well, there's a turn 1 max. I guess we'll just summon it. Sure, we'll activate Primal Howling, because it'll get rid of one of them. And then we can activate this now, because we have the card in our graveyard. And we'll hit that. Then there's no reason to use the skill, so just go battle and we'll just swing. And then we'll just pass. That's why I don't have to exchange skill ticket and get 50 gems. Yeah, I respect it, I respect it. Oh, ready beat, let's see what he's got. Prima-Gatana. Peaceholder. So, there's a good chance our opponent is playing TSA. Oh, he's just passing. Okay, he understands where this is going. I guess we'll just... I kind of do want to set this. Which means I kind of want to set this as well. I guess we'll go for the hundo, because it's still a hundo. A hundo is a hundo, right? To battle! Swing! Yeah. Pass turn. Let's see what he's got. I'm pouring gems, unlike you, holding Blair and Scud captive, waiting to exploit. They're in my dungeon right now, ready. You can't see, like, because this, like, setup we've got here, this is not, like, what my room looks like, right? This lovely white area. If you just, like, just off camera, it's really dank. There's chains hanging from the wall. There's black bars everywhere. It's kind of nasty. You don't want to be here. Why would you set one monster? I'm gonna kill it. I'm just gonna get rid of it. And we're gonna just swing. Slap. I mean, we'll take the dub, I guess. What's wrong, Rash? Oh, sorry, Rased. Just completely went dyslexic there. Slave number 5, time to farm those NPCs. Exactly, that is literally how it works. You've clearly never been to England before. Alright, looks like another Japanese player. Let's see what the Japanese player is cooking. Yuga Odo. That never means anything good. Well, I guess it could mean Vulcan. Karushik 5. Right, we'll take that. I mean, not sure how earned those 5 are, but that's a lot of back row. Defense, back row, defense, pass. Okay. That fills me with dread. Let's do this. We're going to summon. We're going to drop the Primal Howling on this boy. Pop this back row. We're going to normal out the Drill Zard. And we're going to set both of these. Because I think if we can clear this whole board, I'm feeling pretty good here. Now, there is a chance, obviously, we don't clear either of these. But, let's see what happens. Okay, is Overlord. And we do get to clear the whole board, which is something. Now, we're probably going to lose our whole board in return and take a chunk of life. But I do like denying resources, especially when he keeps 2 cards in his hand. Let us see what our opponent has for us. Maximum Overload, as expected. Sends green. Sets a monster. Flips up. Is it going to be the one, the only, the 7's Road Magician? Of course it's the 7's Road Magician. What else would it be? Sets a back row. Fires off the 7's Road. And it's another one of those weird decks that's also playing Witch. Okay, we lost 2,000 life points there. That's not too bad. We got to maintain some board, which is something we weren't actually expecting. So we're quite happy with that. Let's go Primal Howling. Let's get rid of this back row again. Now, How, like, all in do we want to go here? I think it'd be really funny to go all in. Let's just get crazy with it. Let's just get crazy, right? Who doesn't love getting a little bit crazy? So we're just going to go ahead and tribute both of these. We'll summon this out. We'll activate Peaks of Blistopia. We will activate Bill Dragon. And we'll bring back Shovelon. Then we're going to go ahead and activate this. We'll boost you. Then we'll take this back. Then I can just normal summon this. Activate Tribute to the Doomed. Pitch this. Pop this. Set this. Go to battle. Hit with the drill. Hit with the shovel. Hit with the dragon. There we go. Easy, mate. Easy. I think that's going to be our last replay. We've actually, somehow, we've got 10 really fun replays just back to back to back. We'll just take that. We'll just take it. We'll take it. Unfortunately, again, none of those games have been against the top tier decks. We have not played against a single machine player. We have not played against a single Royal Rebel player. We have not played against a single Cyburst player. None of those decks. We have, however, played against aggro, kind of. And we've played against Overlord, which are kind of like the next best decks. So, you know, there is that. There is that. Alright, let's see what our next opponent has for us. Alexander D from Ecuador. Let's see what they've got. I'm sure it's going to be lovely, whatever it is. Oh, it's Luke. Luke is always a bit of a weird one for me. We're at a 6 streak. We've somehow reached 6 streak. We'll take it. We'll take it. That's a whole maximum. That is just a whole ass maximum in our hand. Sometimes you just draw the max. I don't know what's going on today. I think this is the second game we've just opened the max. I mean, we can drop the max. I suppose that forces him to out it. Here it comes. Behold maximum. I guess I should have set a card first. Really? Let's just go battle and swing. Because we can't actually use our skill to pop a back row. So, like, it's not ideal. I probably should have summoned Picklon first. Got it in the graveyard, got a card back to our hand. Probably would have been better. I suppose this way he could be bricked on back row. Like, he needs... TSA, it's too early. Like, he'd need to have, like, double Tribute Monster. We'll set this. It's probably going to get popped. Do we start just setting other back row as well? I kind of want to. We will go... Oh, actually, we could just do this. We could just go Primal Howling. Just hit one of them. Which then means we can do this. Put this back. Pop that. It would be so funny, but, like, it is so clearly the wrong decision. But it would be really funny. We still don't actually know what he's on. Other than dragons. I kind of wanna. Right, let's go for it. Let's go Tribute to the Doomed. We're full sending. We're full sending. We'll go ahead and activate the skill. Go get him! 4200 direct. Pass turn. Yeah, the deck looks great, to be honest. I do think it is maybe a little bit deceptive. I do not think this deck is actually that good. It's because we haven't been playing against any of the other good decks that it's, like, deceptively looking like it's better than it is. Okay, so our opponent is almost certainly playing Resonance. Why are we doing this? Just because... Oh, do you not have any other monsters? You have to do this. I see. So our hand is clogged with high levels, I'm guessing. Overlord jump scare. Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine? On Luke as well. Nothing really matters here. We can't get piercing. We can only activate one card and it doesn't change anything. Using that doesn't do anything, so I think we just we just do this. And now we just start accumulating cards in our hand. Dragonic Pressure? Wait, he's going to discard 3 cards? I feel like you could have just kept setting monsters and been fine. But now you've given me a chance. Well, that's a weird draw. We almost have another maximum. We just try and dig for it. I mean, another maximum doesn't even help me. So I don't know why I'm like, oh, I should dig for the maximum again. That's not bad. Activating the field spell doesn't actually accomplish anything right now. I guess we'll do this. Just tribute for these. Normal summon this. Set this. Probably just set this. Go to battle, swing. Okay, so he has got something. Whether it's a negate attack. Okay, it was the negate attack. Okay. So he needed negate attack or slime to live there. Maybe you should play the level 6 to push for game. So you could actually make an argument for like playing just one copy, but then there's no way to actually do anything with it. If you could get it back with the skill, then actually that would maybe be pretty cool. That's kind of gross. He's just going to pop our back row. We're going to lose a whole board. I mean, we're still kind of fine. There's a lot of draws that just like put us back in this game. All 3 of our middle pieces are in the graveyard now. But if we draw the other 2, we have a maximum. We'll just draw the other 2 now. Right, here we go. That's almost the other 2, I'm just saying. It's not quite, but it almost is. So, alright, I could kill this. But that means flipping this over, and I don't want to flip this over yet. Because I want him to keep popping this, and not this, so that eventually I can use this to get a maximum piece back to my hand. Okay, so that's a back row. The Twin-Edged Dragon is kinda sucky for me, because that's now put like a weird clock on the game. Oh, that's also put the same clock on the game. If he doesn't have another normal, we're kinda chilling. He just doesn't have a normal. If he doesn't have a normal, we're okay. See what he does. Is it going to be a normal? Okay, no normal. No normal is perfect. Wait, did he not even use the skill? So he's not even going to full clear my board? Okay. We'll take that. I really need that last piece of the maximum. Just need the head. We've got all the butts. None of the heads. We've got 2 heads left in deck. I think we just kind of chill. Once again, we're setting this because we want him to pop this and not our field spell. That's the logic. Dragonic Slayer! Pops it again. Goodbye, Primal Howling. Okay, so now we're going to take 28 to the face. Which means next turn is kind of our last chance to do a thing. Activates Dragius. Swings over our princess. Swings over our butt. Swings over our Drillzard. And then we're going to take the 28, which is fine. Again, we just need to find the head of our maximum, and we're good to go. There's the head. We are now fine. Activate Peaks of Blistopia. We're going to summon out the best worm, Drillzard. We're going to go ahead and activate our skill. We're going to target Drillzard. Then we're going to take a card back to hand. That's going to be the middle bit of our maximum. Then we're going to maximum summon out our boy. There he is. Look how pretty he is. Then we're going to activate his effect. We're going to go ahead and pop one of this back row. I don't think any of the back row could stop us at this point, but just in case. Hit that one. That's a funny draw. We'll get a battle, swing. Boop. There it is. There it is. Oh, Resonance thought it could stand up to the power of Wyrms, but nothing can beat the power of Wyrms. It's funny as well, because if he had popped our field spell, I think we would have been in a much, much worse position. But because he didn't, we were kind of just chilling. And that suits me just fine. Oh man, we're just keeping this streak going, aren't we? People are going to start thinking Wyrms are good. Like, completely forgetting the fact that, you know, we haven't played against any good decks today. Hit the Slime too. Well, to be fair, Slime wouldn't do anything, because you can only use Slime on a level 8 monster's attack. But it's still very funny to hit it. It's Scrub! What are you doing here, Scrub? We've got all the stream snipers coming out today. Gonna ruin my 7 streak, aren't you? I see you. I see you. Lamau whoops. Listen, right? The way I always look at it is, if I'm streaming myself, I invite people to stream snipe me, even if they want to or if they don't. And at the same time, if anyone wants to look at my hand while we're playing, again, I've done this to myself. It's not your fault for like looking at my hand. I think that is completely fine. Let's get crazy. Let's get super crazy. It's Primal Howling one of these off. Get out of here. We're gonna set this. I think we're just gonna set this. We'll activate the skill on the off chance this is a Cycloptron, just to play around it. Gonna mute, don't want to cheat. Again, you could cheat. That's completely fine with me. Ooh, delay. Okay, we'll pass on this. Now, we're not expecting this board to survive. That is completely fine if it gets destroyed. Go Cyclone! It's rude. Oh. There goes the Recital. Recital probably wasn't going to be too useful in this matchup, but you never know. Set. Tribute. Oh, it's machines. Right. I just assumed this was going to be Overlord because everyone's playing Overlord. This actually would have been very useful in this matchup. Okay, so he's not going to go for the piercing, which is really good for us because that would have been a crap ton of damage. But I suppose he maintains board this way, which is a lot better. The problem is this back row was activatable, which kind of scares the bejeebers out of me. So I think we are going to activate Tribute to the Doom, because I really want that gone. Because if it's a negate attack, we won't be able to get rid of it any other way. We'll activate Peaks. Oh, I should have discarded that. That would have been way better. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, we had a way better play, and we've just completely missed it, which is a shame. If we had discarded the Drill Zard, that gets the middle piece back to our hand. That doesn't actually help us. We'll go to battle. We'll swing with this. Then we'll get him for 19. Then we'll just pass. Yeah, we could have had an extra body, but nothing would have changed though. We would have just had that in hand. So maybe this is actually better? It depends if we draw the rest of the maximum, then yeah, of course it was better to hold it. But otherwise we're just drawing one less card. But it is a good body to deal with stuff for next turn. Right. If this is another another Mirror Innovator, then this is pretty rough. Why is it always Innovator? Fortunately, these don't do anything. They're just regular bodies. Innovator and Barrel? Oh, that couldn't have gone any worse. Please lose the flip. Okay, we're okay then. Losing the flip. Oh, I don't know about putting all 3 back. I probably would have left one of them. Okay, we take the 7. This is a difficult board to out. I mean, you could just draw a max. That works out as well. Behold my maximum! Out he comes. We'll go ahead and activate the effect. Let's put this back. I think this is going to be the go-to. Pop this. Then we can set this. I guess we'll activate the skill. It's so awkward, but I think the players always hit the Barrel Dragon. Then we'll just pass. Because, like, he can get to 45 if he has the graveyard set up. Rising Light Essel. Oh my god, he milled 2 level 7s! He can hit the 45! Oh, if he has back row hate as well, we just got sacked. Let's see what happens. If he also has yet another Innovator... Okay, that's fine. Man, if he had Innovator as well as everything else, that would have been absolutely insane. I mean, to be fair, play to get out, summon the Essel, hope you mill the 2. But the chances of hitting those 2 is so low. But if he doesn't have back row hate, I think we... Ah, there's the back row hate as well! We just got utterly sacked there. We got so hardly sacked. That's such a shame as well. In almost all situations, we just win there. Unfortunately, I would like to save that replay, but we have 10 replays saved. So if I go and click this, we have 10 out of 10, so I cannot save it. As much as I would like to. The stream sniper luck. It was a really funny situation, because Scrub needed exactly 2 7s off the top. Like, needed exactly 2 7s. Yeah, GG Scrub, GG Scrub. I told you were going to ruin our win streak. It is funny, though, because I think if you didn't hit exactly those 2 7s, I don't see how you live that turn. I got too greedy at the start. I mean, it didn't matter. If you just get lucky, it doesn't matter if you get greedy. To be fair, I mean, we did say this on stream. Obviously, you weren't listening. But we did say it's clever to drop the Essel and play to your outs. You did the correct thing. It's just most of the time it wouldn't have worked. Because I think if you go on the defensive there, I don't think it works out for you. Like, eventually I'm going to get enough. Unless you're playing, like, Tribute to the Doomed, and maybe you, like, play passive until you find that. But, like, at the end of the day, playing for your outs is... We've gone straight from a machine deck into a Cyburst deck. Now all the meta decks are coming out. Now that we've exhausted all of our replays. Top decks maximum, mill 2 level 7. You know... That's just how it be. That's just how it be. Sometimes you get lucky and it's not enough. I don't like this. Set. The problem is, if that back row is a negate attack and then he draws the back row hate, this is going to be really sucky. I don't think it matters. I guess we'll do this to get an extra 100 damage in. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's probably just back row hate then. Clearing his whole board is nice. The only problem is Cyburst can build a board so easily. Okay, we said it was back row hate. It is back row hate. Losing the negate attack here really does hurt, because now we have no tools to really deal with the max. Into Femtron. Mills 3 maximum pieces. Takes a maximum piece back to hand. Imagine he just drops the max now. Reincarnation. Oh, he's going to take back another max piece? And then he's going to drop the max. No way. How do we out this? We need to draw, like, Tribute to the Doomed, like, right now. Because even if we get our maximum, it comes out as a 35. We'd have to have the other 2 cards in the hand remain there, and then we can get it up to 41. It's like, those are options. And if he just set a negate attack, then we're screwed anyway. I say that. He can't actually... No, because he can use the skill to weaken us by 800. Okay, we need to use these Picklons to dig, because right now we are dead, just as is. So we'll use this. That doesn't help. At this point, there's no reason to hold on to this, because we need Tribute to the Doomed. We literally... It's Tribute to the Doomed or bust. And that is the game. Unfortunately, we can't beat turn 3 maximum unless we draw our outs to the maximum. And we can't, because it's Yugdrago specifically, we can't defend against it. You put everything sideways, they change it back to attack and kill you. Unfortunately, that's just how it be. We just got sacked, which is fine. Like, we've sacked enough people today that getting sacked a couple games in a row is fair turnabout. Alright, let's see what our next opponent's got. Junjon, which could be Hammer Crush. or it could be Wyrms. I mean, this hand is fine. Like, it's not crazy, but it's not terrible. I think we just chill with this. There's an argument for putting Shovel on in attack mode, but I think there's a lot more scenarios where that hurts us than it helps us. Don't maximum beat maximum. So our maximum would beat their maximum if we drew it. We would have to keep 2 cards in hand to get our attack up. But if he has a negate attack, then he stops it and then kills our maximum. But the point is, because we didn't draw all of our maximum, because even in that last game, we never saw the middle piece, so we couldn't have done anything with it anyway. I mean, I think we're just going to set. We're going to go ahead and tribute this out. We'll flip this up. We'll set. I don't even think we need to kill that last piece, to be honest. We'll just use this skill. We'll target this. We'll go to battle. We'll swing with this. See if he uses a back row for this. He is going to use negate. Why? What is the logic of using negate attack there? You're worried about the tempo and you don't want to lose that many bodies? Because, like, the damage was next to nothing. Imagine maximum monster is 3 monsters into 1, while maximum monster is 1 monster split into 3. Well, minimum monster, there we go, is 1 monster split into 3. That would be very, very strange. So, our opponent's playing just Aqua, but with Hammer Crush Deal. Instead of, like, the Aqua skill that's actually kind of good. Okay. Then we're going to drop a second Hammer Crush. So we're -2ing to pop my kind of mediocre back row. TSA! Oh, that's actually so funny. He did that to put a load of monsters in the graveyard so that he has enough to use TSA, which really hyper punishes a maximum monster specifically, because obviously it's level 10. Okay, okay. I see you. I see you. Then just attack. We've also got the carrier? I don't know why we held on to this for so long. I guess it's because you needed the 4 engrave. I guess 700 damage is still 700 damage. Imagine we draw the last piece now. Come on, here we go. Manifest Destiny. Here it comes. The final piece. The head of our maximum. Doro. That's like, that's almost it, right? It's not it, but it's like, it's very close. Now, the problem we have here is if I set this, I'm down another maximum piece, and I'm stuck with 2 big guys in hand. If I leave this in my hand, it's a guaranteed tribute fodder for next turn, and unless he pops both my back row after having already used 2 Hammer Crush, we should live the next turn. Stop it! Please do not have another hydration! For the love of God! Okay. Woo! Oh, if he had double hydration there. He's on 8,000 life! Well, we have to do this. So, here comes the negate attack. Alright. We need that maximum piece really badly. That's not the maximum piece, but it does let us play the game. So we can set these to... We'll go ahead and tribute out this. We'll also summon this. We'll go ahead and activate our skill, which is actually very important because it will let us clear this pesky 25. Then I guess we're going to just swing with this. I don't know if it matters. What was the delay there for? He had monsters in grave already. So, Alright, we are very... We're kind of likely to just die. Let's see what he does. Imagine he uses party here. So we're going to use the carrier. That tells me he must have tribute monsters. There's no way he doesn't have tribute monsters and he's using carrier. Tributes 2. Oh, it's Dragius, bro. So that's 1,000 plus 14. So we're taking 24 right now. So this doesn't have 1,000 attack, otherwise we would be dead. Things aren't looking good, bros. We're level 8 lower attack. Oh, because we had level 10 that attacked. Right, that would make some sense. Right, we have a maximum now, right? Wait, do we have the head engraved? We've still not seen a head! We have so many butts, but no heads! Do we risk it all on the max? Surely that's not the play. Surely we do not risk it all on the max. We play the safe play, right? Imagine we get the head, though. I'm going to feel so sad when this hits the head. Actually, it wouldn't matter, because if we do hit the head, we just take back the middle piece anyway. 1, 2. Tribute 2, get that. Oh, actually, this is kind of bad. Actually, no, it's fine. It's fine. That sucks. We had a much better play, but now that has ruined it. So we'll go ahead and activate this. Then we set this. We'll tribute off to summon this. We'll activate the effect. And we'll just bring back one of these lovely boys. Then we'll activate our skill. Boost him up. Grab back a card to our hand. And that might as well be Drillzard. Ah, but if we take Drillzard and he just summons out any tribute monster, we do just die. I mean, we could just put it in defense. That is an alternative play. In which case, we might as well just take the fairy, right? We'll set this, go to battle, swing over this, swing into this. Okay. We still could just die if he has Talismanic Seal Array number 2, which, right, he's playing. Alright, see ya, Dragson. Thanks for stopping by. He's playing aggro, which means he's almost certainly got loads of TSAs in this deck, because how else does the deck win? Oh, that now means that we died at any 25. He's playing so much back row hate. He's just got a Dragius or a thingy in hand. God, his deck is ass, isn't it? I mean, we have lost to this, but it is ass. This deck is terrible. Our deck is just worse, unfortunately. This is just bad aggro. That's all it is. Unfortunately, there's nothing even, like, interesting going on. Like, it's just, like, old, boring crap. Funny as well, he didn't actually need the hydration. Like, he could have killed us without the hydration completely. Let's take a look at this dumpster fire of a deck. Holy crap, this is awful. My man is playing Water Magician and is on 1 copy of Fashion of Fade. Just a free-to-play... Is just free-to-play player tomorrow? The thing is, it's less free-to-play and more, like, gemless, right? Because, like, I'm basically free-to-play. And if you got a Barrel Dragon as well, that means you spent gems on this, right? So this isn't like... And he's got Negate Attack, we've got Slime. So, like, he spent gems on this. He's got a load of bundles. So I don't think this is, like, free-to-play. In terms of... Well, you know, it might be free-to-play. But, like, this is, like, low gem investment. And the fact that he's built it like this makes me think this is actually just, like, maybe how he wants to play the deck. Like, the main difference, in my opinion, between, like, free-to-play and pay-to-play is just how many of each structure deck you buy, right? Right, we've got Nail Sionji. Let's see if he's playing the Cyverse once again. Yeah, I'm free-to-play as well. Kappa. Welcome on in, Paco, by the way. I know you were here earlier, but we didn't actually properly say hello because we were... I can't remember. Were we, like, in the middle of a Vulcan game? We were doing something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's just get funky with this. Let's go nuts. We'll Primal Howling, pop this. We'll summon out our Excavator. We'll go ahead and activate our skill. Give him just a little boost. Just a little bit of boost. Set both of these. Go to battle, and then we should be able to clear these, right? Boom. And then we'll just pass. this looked like my first ever ranked deck. I mean, kind of. Like, you're not that far off, right? Oh, that's the turn 3 maximum. This is, by the way, the second Cyburst player we played against today. And both games, they have turn 3 maximum us. This is not ideal. Now, we are going to take 4,000 damage here, but this time we do actually have the out. Unfortunately, it might be too little too late, because we are on 2,000 life points. We'll have to see what we get here. That's almost a full maximum. Alright, let's start by summoning this. We're going to go ahead and activate the effect. We're just going to send Drillzard to the grave here. Let's see what happens. That didn't really fix anything. So, at this point, if we discard draw and we find the maximum, it's actually kind of awkward for us. So I think we just don't bother. And we instead just flip over our Tribute to the Doomed. Discard this. Just get rid of this. Then I guess we set this. Tribute this out. Set this. Activate the skill. Pump up the attack. Go to battle. Swing. Okay, so his back row is probably back row hate. Funny is, I think my deck is even worse than his. I mean, that's completely fine, right? What do I play in Grand's Tourney? Ooh, oh, that sucks. Because now any boss monster kills us. Why is everyone on Shield and Sword now as well? It's just very sad. Very sad. We're trying to play fun deck, and our opponent doesn't want us to have fun. We get to live! I'm not sure I would have done that, but that's fine. So we'll lose that. And then I can activate Heavenly Bliss! Yeah. Hey, thanks for the follow. Bad Gamers Good Times. Welcome on in. The problem is now, if we summon out any boss, or if he summons out any boss, we just die. How do we want to play this? I mean, either way we activate this, that's a given. Do we just, like, go full aggro and just kind of hope? I think that might be the play. The best plays are made on hopes and dreams, right? Realistically, there's nothing more powerful than hopes and dreams. There just isn't. So here, we'll take back Drillzard. We'll normal summon the Drillzard. We'll set 1. We'll set 2. We'll go to battle. And then our hopes and dreams are going to kill this. No, it's going to kill it. Don't you negate attack me, you. Okay. That's as far as the full aggro went, right? That's as far as we could get. I use Sword and Shield as well, because I don't have other legit. Shield Sword is a good card. It is a very good card, right? It is seeing a lot more play recently as well, because a lot of the best decks right now, I mean, not ours, even though we do have a really low defense, like the Cyburst deck, and like the, I guess, Overlord in a weird way, and Royal Rebels all have very low defense. So it is seeing a lot of play because of those cards. Maximum Ragnarok, okay. So it's genuinely a really good card right now. Genuinely. I just don't like it when usually Cybursts aren't playing it. Usually machines are playing it. That's like the big difference, I suppose. No, don't fill up your deck. I like your deck being empty. Alright, so now he's going to fill up his deck. We do have back row to survive this turn. I don't know if we're surviving much past that, because he's going to put all of his maximum pieces back in the deck. Like so. Right, our win con is that we get the whole max. We haven't found any butts yet, so we still have 3 butts in the deck, and we have 1 head and 1 middle. Behold, buffered slime! Right. We just hard draw the max. I don't think that's worth using here. We just hard draw the max. Here it comes. Manifest Destiny. Hard draw. We have 1 copy of 2 of the pieces in it. That's one of our 3 butts. There's not much we can do other than cower in fear and hope he doesn't hard draw the max, even though he's just filled his deck with max pieces. There's still a good chance he doesn't hard draw the max. But there's also a not so terrible chance he does destroy it. Particle Accelerator! Okay, that's actually fine. I don't think... Oh. Darn it! That's going to be the game, unfortunately. He has just enough cards left in his deck. And a TSA. Oh, that will refill his deck anyway, just in case. But he knows there's nothing else we could have, right? He know. Oh, we haven't seen our negate attack yet. He's worried this is negate attack. Oh, could you imagine if we had our negate attack? It's still in the bottom 8 cards in our deck. And he's going to weaken it again. And this weaken as well is... I mean, it doesn't really affect anything. I was going to say it puts more cards in his deck, but he's going to draw the same number of cards either way, so he's just styling. But, you know, it happens. It happens. We can't beat the top tier decks. Who would have thought? We have actually lost to every single one. To be fair, the machine player we played against JD Scrub, we did get very, very close, but couldn't quite close it out. The first Cyburst player we played against completely demolished us. Right, that wasn't... He just got the max on turn 3, and we just didn't have the out, so we just died. That one was actually kind of close. We just couldn't quite end it. Like, he drew his max, we couldn't find ours. To be fair as well, he did maximum summon twice in that game. We didn't maximum summon at all. Alright, let's see what the next one's going to be. I'll be honest, maybe when Fusion Mechanic come into Rush Tools, I will spend gems. It's one of those things where fusions do add quite a lot to Rush, but I don't think fusions... I don't think the first wave of fusions is going to be particularly interesting, because the fusions are very high investment, which does mean... It's... Like, they're still going to be played, they're probably going to be good, but they're not going to be, like... They're not going to drastically change the way the game plays. Not in the same way that Maximums do, at the very least. Like, Maximums have the potential to just create a big thing you can't get rid of. Fusions are a lot easier to deal with than Maximums. And they don't tend to just win the game on the spot, at least not like the first wave of them. Not until you get like Seven's Geas and Eternal Galactic Oblivion and Cyber Twin Dragon and stuff like that. Oh, we're set in 4. He's also on an Archive skill, so we don't really know what our opponent's on right now. Okay, it's a lot of back row. Not the biggest fan of this. Do we just keep chilling? Like, I'm kind of okay with this. Like, we're kind of a stoolish deck unless we... Like, if we had room to summon out all our 15s, we'd probably go aggro, but like, eh. I know, but I just like Fusion. Also, I see a lot of 7s Rogue Magicians Fusion monsters. Yes, the first wave will basically be focusing on 7's Paladin. The Magical Knight, I think it's called. Which is a very cool one. I do really like that boss monster. It's got some really cool effects. Gain some attack, which, you know, who doesn't love gaining attack? And the other big thing it does is it lets you draw cards. And, you know, Plusing is just really good in any game. Fiery Blaze. So, is this just Noodles? Is this Noodles with Kanan? This is like a more aggressive Noodle build, I guess? Okay, we lose our Recital. That's fine. We don't care about that. So that's another back row. Well, I have 2 7s Road as a 0 gem, so maybe I can make it. I mean, hopefully. We'll just let them. We don't care about these monsters. You can have them. Feast upon my monsters. Yes. Okay, so now the question is, how do we want to proceed? If he's playing Noodles, he's going to have a lot of pain-in-the-bum traps for us to deal with. I think we probably still just chill. Like, we could start attacking into them, but then there's a higher chance that he, like, drops a spice or an extra spice and just gets a huge chunk of damage in. And that's something we just don't want to happen. I think we're happier just letting him hit into us. Until he starts applying pressure, I don't think we have to worry too much. Okay, that's fine. We'll just toggle off. There's no reason to keep Keep letting it flash up. So I'll let him just smash into our board. This is a-okay. Alright. Now we will draw a good hand. That's not a good hand. That's like the opposite of a good hand. We still don't have any meaningful play to make. Right, we set this always. I guess we set both of these. We can't use anything is the issue. We just pass the turn there. I mean, we'll probably use Heavenly Bliss on the third attack, or the second attack. Just to make room. Because that's kind of the situation we're in right now. We're still kind of fine though. We can use our skill to get back a maximum piece from the grave. Because all three of our heads are now in the graveyard, basically. Goes to battle. Declares an attack. We let that one through. Declares an attack. We let that one through. And here we will use our Bliss and just flip this down. Okay, our turn. We almost have a full maximum. I think here we are going to use Picklon, because keeping both of these in our hand doesn't do us any good, and we're not using Tribute to the Doomed here. Jesus! I just want to play the game! Let's go Primal Howling, pop a back row. Do we activate this just to get these out of the hand? Surely that's not correct. Surely there is no world in which that's the correct play. But, like, I don't want these in my hand. Alright. Tribute to the Doomed. We'll discard another one. Sure, we'll hit that. Then we're just going to end, because we can't really do anything else. We don't really have options. We keep drawing like utter poop. We're playing against a very awkward deck as well, that could just blow us up out of nowhere. Yeah, there's a Fayaru. That's fine. That's another back row, as expected. Now, are we going straight to battle? That's the next question. Straight to battle. Okay, this is probably the best case scenario for us. I don't really see a point in using that. I think we'll just take the 26er. This will put us in 2 extra spice activations from death, but I think we have to play risky to be able to do anything here anyway. Alright. Now, can we please draw a playable hand? There aren't that many bad cards left in our deck. There we go. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Alright, so we'll normal summon. We'll flip over Peaks of Blistopia. We will, I guess, throw out the Primal Howling. We'll hit this. Why not? Then we'll activate our skill. Target this. Add a card back to hand. I would like one of my heads back. Then we're going to maximum summon. Into the boy. Activate the effect. Put a card back into our deck. I don't even think we need that. I think more than anything, I just want more maximum pieces back. So I'll put this back for now. Let's just hit this. Take a draw, which is quite nice. Go to battle, swing. Boop. And then we'll pass. Now, again, we could just randomly die, right? There are so many scenarios in which we just die. But let's see what he does. Double extra spice is the most likely to just kill us. Which he could quite easily do. Especially since we're still pre the restriction list. Oh, everything in defense mode, but we have piercing. So that's one back row. So we'll go ahead and activate the effect. I think at this point, no, I think we still want to get the max back. Put that back. We'll pop the fresh one. Go ahead and activate the skill. We'll set this just in case. Go to battle, swing. Get destroyed, Noodles! Opponent could just stall now. He could, if we didn't have 10 or less cards in our deck, giving us piercing. Which is a very nice part of the skill. It's a very awkward part of the skill to use, but it does work sometimes, right? Being able to get that piercing can be really, really strong. Alright, let's go again. Let's go again. Always go again. Matching successful. Starting the duel. Let's see what our opponent has for us today. Prinz Nox from Brazil. Let's see what you got for us. Playing Asana. So is this going to be another worm? Oh, he has piercing? I forget. Yeah, it's one of those things where he doesn't have piercing for most of the game. So it's very easy to forget. That is most of a maximum. That's 2/3 of a maximum. We're probably not going to actually keep any of it in our hand, though. We're probably going to tribute it all off, which is very sad. But so our opponent is playing something, but probably not Wyrms. Ooh. I think we do, right? I think we activate peaks. We're going to set. Normal summon by tributing both. We'll go ahead and activate our skill. Target this. Grab back the Drillzard. Normal the Drillzard. Set. Battle swing over. Ooh, so that's probably negate attack or slime, that's the one. It's probably one of those two. Alright, let's see what our Harpy opponent has for us. Tribute to the Doomed! I respect it. I actually really do respect that play. He can't out the 29 right now. That's clearly what that's just telegraphing. Probably out the 15. It's Torna, of all the things. Of all the things. Why would you bother changing it to defense? You must have another... Yeah, there we go. That's why. That's why we changed defense. Okay, we'll toggle off because we don't want this popping up. But we'll just be taking the 16. We're not paying 2,000 life points to stop us from taking 16. That doesn't make any sense at all. Let's draw for turn. Okay. Once again, we're sat on like most of a maximum, which is very funny. Do we just do this? I think we do. We're going to go Picklon. We're going to activate the effect. We're going to send this. We have the whole maximum. Do we maximum summon? Do we do the max? I think we have to, right? It's too funny not to. Let's activate Peaks of Blistopia. We'll activate our skill. Target this. Use the effect. Because we activate Peaks of Blistopia this turn, we can take back the middle piece. Which means we maximum summon. Here he comes! And then we can activate his effect. And put one of these lovely cards from our graveyard back into our deck. And pop this. Then we can go to battle, and we'll just swing over this. And we're in such a good position because our opponent has already used their spell card. Don't we always do max? So the reason not to do max is we arguably could make a better board without the max. So right now, if he just plays defensive, we have nothing to do for like 4 or 5 turns while we just let our deck get smaller till we gain piercing. Whereas we could have summoned out Constructor Worm Bill Dragon. We could have also summoned out the middle piece of our maximum and just had it as a 2500 guy or a 2900 guy and just had like 3 guys that keep clearing his whole board. As is now, we can only kill 1 monster at a time. Howling's not bad, though. We'll drop this down. We'll get rid of one of these. And we'll activate the effect and get rid of another one. I kind of want the butt back. Let's put the butt back. Pop that. We'll set that. Then, again, we don't have piercing until we draw 6 more cards, so we'll just slam over this and pass. Okay, there's lots of back row for me to feast upon. Our turn, we draw a card. Go ahead and activate our max once more. This time we're going to put back Primal Howling. We'll pop, I don't know, that one. That was a nice hit. Then we just go to battle because we still need to get through 4 more or 5 more cards in our deck. And then we pass. The thing is, I don't know what our opponent draws to get them out of this now. Like, double TSA? And he's still got to fight through our back row. Hammer Crush? Okay. What are we popping, though? Discards the Pet Dragon. Pet Dragon was probably the biggest thing we could get. So getting rid of that's a little bit sus. Hits the Heavenly Bliss. Continues on with the defense. Tribute summons Sisters into TSA. So is this going to be the double TSA play? This could be the double TSA. Flip over another one. You still need another TSA. I assume you must have 4 monsters left in grave. Yeah, we do. We've got plenty. Hello, Tomatosaur. You think the piercing should have a lesser requirement? I think if you made the requirement too easy to accomplish, maybe it becomes a little bit too good, especially when we get more support for it. So, it's awkward. It's the issue is like, it's very much a balancing act, right? If you tilt it too far one way, it's really bad. If you tilt it too far the other way, it becomes really good. Now, with the cards as we have right now, it could probably be 15 and be fine. But, as we get more worm support in the future, that's going to get less and less true. Especially if we get access to their, like, trap cards. If we get the ability to summon out 3 massive worms. Like, I don't know. It gets a bit blurry. But yeah, welcome on Altarius. Let's just go ahead and set some cards. I guess we'll just chill on a couple of defense monsters. And we'll just pass. Magical Stream? They hit our worst back row. So we know that this guy is not stream sniping. He hit our best back row, he's stream sniping. Alright, let's see what he's got. Two boys. We still don't know what this is. This could be Seven's Axel Road. And he hits our best monster. Definitely stream sniping. Alright, let's see what we draw. That's not bad. I guess we'll set... Then we'll just tribute both of these. Summon out our big, awkward middle piece of our maximum. Set this. We'll go ahead and activate our skill. Boost this guy's attack just by the 100, because 100, it might matter. We'll slap in past turn. Just asking, as it does take a while, especially with maximum on the field, it shuffles cards into the deck for the draw and pop. Yeah. No, it is actually Overlord. It is actually Overlord. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's not ideal. Magic. That's the 3rd magical stream, bro. Where are you finding all of these cards? And Barrage of Steel? Brother in Christ, stop! Okay, and then you do nothing. I guess that's okay then. I'd really like some sort of field spell. That would make me very happy. I don't see a point in holding on to both of these. Let's see what we draw. That also doesn't fix any of my current issues. I guess we summon this. Go ahead and activate the effect. We'll just cut the Drill Zard. Still doesn't fix any of my current problems, so I'll set this. Guess we're just going to tribute these. I think in this kind of situation, the best thing to do is just pretend the maximum just doesn't exist. That isn't his. If he just hard draws it, he hard draws it. There's not really... Like, we could go all in on the defense, but then, like, it puts us in such a weird situation. We know he's got a green on top. He's only got 2 blues left in the deck, and he has to find the head as well. So let's see what he does. So much back row hate, exactly. Ooh, maximum cheat skill. He farm when we have EXP event. We must check his deck list. Yeah, we can take a look at his deck list in a minute. What you think will be good cards be added for the rerun of Construction Worms. We have a video over on YouTube that kind of goes into all of the good worm cards that we thought they could get and they could bring out. Basically, I think the main things we're missing is a lot of the low-level effect monsters, and we're missing some of the trap cards. I don't think their spell cards are necessarily super good, but I think it could be... I think the trap cards are very good, and that's kind of what we want. So here's that YouTube video, which kind of goes over a lot of the worm cards that we could possibly get. There's our maximum. That's very funny. We also have 9 cards left in our deck, which is also very, very funny. So, let's maximum summon. Out comes the boy. Activate the effect. Let's get rid of that pesky back row. What do I want back in my deck? I don't think it actually matters, but we'll take this. Let's pop this. Activate this because it does make 100 points of difference. We'll activate this as well because, again, it does make 100 points of difference. We don't need a card back in our hand. We're going to attack a defensive monster anyway. Boom! 4,600 direct damage! And there it is. There it is, boys. That's all it takes. 200 gems. We'll take them. Definitely take 200 gems. Alright. I guess we just keep going. We'll just never stop. The question is, do we want to play this in the Grand Prix? That is the question. I don't want to play, like... Yeah, I really don't want to play something like from the last meta, because I think it's just kind of boring. I like playing the new stuff. It's just the new stuff. It's not still very good. That's the problem. There is more decks to test. No, there is basically one deck left for us to test. Like, there's kind of like other versions of decks, but you know, like there's another version of Wyrms we could test, for example. Alright, we'll pass on this. But his deck. But I don't mind playing this. I mean, it's one of those things. Oh, we're against Noodles. Again, the main issue is that we know that this deck isn't going to win. It's not even realistically going to top, right? We'd have to get very lucky to top. I assume it's Ninja Plants. Yes, we have not tried out plants yet. No, Vulcan we've actually tested quite a lot as. We did just have a new video drop, everyone. Oh, we're just going to plug my own YouTube channel again. But yeah, we did just have a brand new video drop on Vast Vulcan. So if anyone wants to look at my build, how I play the deck, the breakdown, there it is. Don't burn me for 1,000, you jerk. Okay, we need to get rid of this ASAP. That is our top priority right now. Do we have a way to do so? We do have a way to do so. a very good way to do so. If I use that, I can get that back. I could bring back Pylon. I mean, bringing back Pylon's fine, I guess. It's still an extra body, right? Oh wait, no, that was dumb. I should have attributed this. I guess it doesn't really make much difference. Let's activate this as well. Why not? Set. Set. Activate Build Dragon. We'll bring back Pylon in defense because I don't really want it in attack. We'll activate the skill. Boost this thing's attack. No, I don't want a card back in my hand. Go to battle. Swing over this. Again, we just need to get rid of the extra spice just as soon as physically possible. We'll clear that. We'll pass. We got some okay back row going right now. Our board's looking kind of tasty. I mean, decklist check. Ah, okay. Yeah, we're going up. I mean, the deck's still there, Saka. We can have a look at it after. I know for Plant Ninjas, one version involves Siesta and focusing on the flip-up effects. I mean, yeah, it does make sense, right? Because those flip-up effects are just really strong. Okay, we've got extra spice. Do we actually have anything? Oh, we don't really have any back row to save us here. We're just going to lose our Build Dragon, which I guess is fine. Burns for the 1,000. Again, is kind of fine. Not too worried. Roast? Why are we on roastery? Why are we roasting for 300? Brother in Christ. Right, we just need any boss and we're good to go. There's some bosses. Do we have the butt? We do have the butt. Do we just go for the butt play? Which, now that comes out my mouth, does sound very wrong. I actually don't think we do, as weird as it is. I think I would rather do this. So I want to maintain 3 monsters on board, rather than give him a chance to, like, burn us to death. So we're going to do this, this. Activate the skill, because 100 is 100. Then we're going to go to battle, swing over this. We're going to just... This is not Cycloptron. We have decided that. We're going to get him for 19. Then we're going to pass. Right, got him down to 29. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what the boy has got for us. Has he just hard drawn the third? Yeah, he's finding all of the extra spice today, isn't he? So he's roastering again, which again is fine. Doesn't actually do anything here. So maximum we take her is 500 plus 800. So that's fine. I don't think it's worth using that. Yeah, it's fine. You can have both of them. That is okay. I will allow it. Down to 2,000 life points. That's the scary part here. Okay, so that means we have our maximum if we want it. We can just do this if we want. That's probably actually not the correct play, to be honest. I don't think the maximum is actually the play here, right? Because we can build a bigger board without the max. So I can do this. Then do this. Grab this back to hand. Because if we max, it will come out as like 4,000 odd. But if we don't max, we get, yeah, we just get a much bigger board. So we're gonna go set. Normal summon by tributing over both of these. Normal summon this. Go to battle. Swing over with this. Swing over with this. and swing it for this. Because that was not lethal, I don't think. Maybe it would have been. Because we'd have had, what, 4,000... Be 3, 5, 3, 9. We would have had one card left in hand, which was that's the 4, 2. 4, 2 over the 13 would have been, what, 29? I don't think that would have been lethal. Hey! We'll take Set Sparks. Clearly the best back row we could get. Right, let's go again. Let's go again. Always go again. Always go again. Shouldn't be too long until the Grand Prix starts. About 20 minutes away. Finally, the best skill. Exactly. Exactly. Which, by the way, if anyone here is interested, everyone should sign up for the Rushdall Grand Prix. You have a chance to play against me. Won't that be fun, everyone? Well, 2 heads. I guess we're just going to set both the heads here. It's not the most exciting play in the world, unfortunately. Are you really going to be playing Wyrms in the Rushdall Grand Prix? I mean, probably. The thing is, I've won so many tournaments that I don't really care about tryharding in all of them. Like, for me at the moment, the place I like really tryhard is the Rushdall League. Outside of that, everything's just kind of deck testing and having a bit of fun. And the way I look at it is, as a spectator watching, like, the Rushdall Grand Prix or any of these other Rushdall tournaments, just seeing more machine versus machine mirrors is kind of boring. So even if the decks don't last long, even if they get knocked out kind of early, you know, not to mention, if you win a tournament with, like, what everyone knows is the best deck, it's expected, right? If you do really well on a deck that's bad, that gets people talking, right? That's more exciting. Okay. Kind of a defensive setup we've got here. No boss monsters, though, which makes me not really want to go aggressive myself. We could try... No, that's just not worth it. I think we just set an extra card and pass, to be honest. Like, if we had room to get out, again, 2 bigger guys, I would go aggressive here, but... We're not going to get aggressive into a nothing board. Is that Kanan, the Sword Diva? Spice. Is this another noodle deck? My man, where are the noodles been? Okay. We're going to use Spice. We're going to use Fiery Blaze. What are we going to hit? No one ever hits the field spell. Maybe he will be the first. So we did hit the Heavenly Bliss, which is kind of fine. It's definitely the worst of our 2 cards. Okay, we are going to use the Spice, make a big-ish board. I mean, yeah, we're not using our trap card. There's no reason to whatsoever. So we'll just take the 3 hits. That's fine. That is A-okay. Let our 3 guys die. Now we can actually get cards out of our hand, which is kind of the main priority here. Draw for turn. Another Picklon. Very weird hand we have here. I don't think there's ever a world in which we're resolving more than 1 Picklon in a turn, unless we're, like, super desperate. Let's just do this. Alright, What is our opponent going to be doing here? That is the question. We've got extra spice. That is a little bit scary. That means he can now actually apply pressure on us, which is not really ideal. So now he uses... Is he going to use the skill? He doesn't have to use the skill. If he's got loads of cards in his hand, he should summon one out. But he is going to use the skill now. So that tells me he probably doesn't have the Pyro normals in hand. Otherwise, I don't really see a reason to do this. Okay. We have the Fyaru. Where do we go from here? What? Why? Why, though? Also, have we found all three of our heads and no other maximum pieces? We literally have. Okay. Well. Let's just get 2 more cards out of our hand, I guess? Again, there's no reason to get aggressive. We just pass. We can't clear this. So, like, he's got a few free turns to burn us, if he chooses to. Final Fantasy 14 songs always hit hard. Yeah, they're so good. I've got a lot of friends that are playing the latest expansion so far. I haven't actually played, like, the latest stuff just yet. I'm still a little bit behind in FF14. So I've still got that kind of saved up ready to go back to. There goes the extra spice burn. Ow. Alright. Into nothing. Okay. Our turn. There's another maximum piece. Unfortunately, it still doesn't actually out the problem in front of us. I think we're going to just try and get aggressive, because this burn is going to really start to add up if we don't find an out. There's the out. Okay. Is there a reason to use this? I mean, there isn't, but we're going to use it. Activate the effect. Send this. Draw another card. Then we're going to maximum summon. Bring out the boy. We'll flip this over. We'll activate his effect. And we'll go ahead and put something back. It's probably just going to be one of these pieces. We'll hit one of his back row. We'll hit this one just randomly. It's not a bad one to hit. It's not necessarily a fantastic one, however. We'll go maximum excavator. We'll target this. We will add a card back, because why not? Take out the pick one just to get more cards in our hand. Boost our attack a little bit higher. Go to battle and we'll swing over this. Boom. Last turn. Long boy. Welcome, welcome on in. Alpacalyptic. Grand start a stream, my street? Yeah, we'll host into we'll raid into Grand after this game, I think. It's very important. Always gotta send the loved Grands way. Alright. Our opponent, though, is playing very slowly, which does make things a little bit awkward. Is he going to take back the extra spice again? Okay. Probably it's got to be the extra spice, right? What else would you possibly take back? Regular spice. So he's desperate to just out our guy. Seems to be the case. How much attack is he going to get up to? Adds back the Canaan. Okay, that's fine. Tributes 2. Summons out the spice. Summons out the Fyaru. Activates the spice. Then he's going to activate the spice. Then he's going to use the skill. And he's still not going to be high enough. So now he's got to have a talismanic seal array. Noodle Art of Savory. Okay. Into a TSA, my man! One, two, three, four. What we might do, just in case this game goes on like too long. I'm just gonna cheekily grab this. Oh, why is our toggle off? I don't think we would have used our other back row anyway. Alright, draw for turn. Tribute to the Doom is very funny. Let's just try and close this game out if we can. We'll activate Picklon. Send this, draw a card. That doesn't really change anything. I guess we'll normal. Then we're gonna Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Summon this out. Then we can just activate the skill if we want to, or we can just pop one of his other guys. I guess we'll activate Tribute to the Doomed here. Send this, pop this, activate our skill, boost this, go to battle, swing over this, pass turn. So he's got. Alright. Do. Boosts up the attack. And he's going to use that. Get the Fyaru. Heavenly Bliss seems good this format. Kind of. Kind of is going to be my answer. Alright, well here's our recital. Which will stop you in your tracks. Draw for turn. Well, let's drop the Howling. Let's hit this one. We'll then set. Normal summon by tributing 1, tributing 2. Out he comes. Activate his effect. Bring this guy out. And then we're just going to try and end the game here. And if we can't end the game, we can't end the game. Ah, we missed it. Unfortunately, I think that's if that's negate attack, the game is just over. We lose. It's buffered slime. Okay, so the game is not 100% over, but it's not looking great for us. Has he already used a Legend Trap? I don't think he has, and that means I think we just die either way, unless he just doesn't find it. No, he's still got a Legend Trap, so we probably just lose here either way. Alright, I think we are just going to scoop here, because we want to get ready for Grand's tournament, and I need to go and get a drink before then. But, I will say, thank you all so much for watching. We've had a really cool time today playing the Noodles. We are going to be going over and playing in the Grand Prix, and we will be back again on Tuesday at our regular time. So, how have you been enjoying the Wyrms? We have been enjoying it quite a lot. It's not very good, though. That's our primary concern with it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Like, is that like what? That could like literally. Yo, Tomato, thank you so much.